Well, yes, people, welcome back to my channel. Let us roll the intro. For the majority of the season,
Hold on.
we have got no. Hold on,
Are you
we got.
about-
Yes, people, welcome back to the Wine and Football Show with my incredible co-host Lambs. How are you today?
Hey girl, cheers. I think we're pretty much in the same mood, aren't we? Like after
Literally, alcohol solves every problem.
yeah, literally it happened at lunchtime and I'm still
Yeah.
pissed. Like I'm still over it. The only
I
thing
hate these kind of games because they affect your mood throughout the whole weekend.
and depending on the scores from the other games, it might make you feel worse.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
but still it's annoying because we've taken it out of our own hands. The power was in our hands,
Literally.
we just gave it up. So
Yeah.
same old.
We have a very special guest coming on. She is awesome, incredible, trying to teach me patience, but I'll let you figure it out for herself. Her name is Jess and she's a legend. Welcome, Jess. How are you?
Woo! I'm good. Today is a lesson in patience, isn't it? It's almost like a live therapy session that we're doing right now.
Yeah, basically, I'm just turning into an alcoholic over it.
Alcohol, therapy. Oh my god. This is the best kind of therapy. Why don't they allow you to drink in therapy? Like, wow.
No.
It would probably be a better outcome.
Therapy
wouldn't it?
session. You'd probably say more. You'd probably
So
say more if you had alcohol.
Exactly.
You get to that breakthrough point so much faster, right? Like instead of literally wasting hundreds of pounds or dollars per hour per session, you could literally like save a couple of hundred on some sessions by breaking through session 5 instead of session 25.
Exactly. That truth serum, like that's pretty much what everybody says when you start drinking, you start telling the truth, so
Literally.
hey,
So
but here
true.
we are. Here we are.
Winter Surfer is apparently starting to calm down. He's just started to calm down.
Seen Andrew on the play rating stream that we did earlier.
I did. I
And
was
we were-
watching it.
And when we were talking about Pulisic, we got onto him and he picked up the Captain America shield and he goes, they call him Captain America, right? And he goes, he does not fit to wear the shield. Put it down, Pulisic. Put it down.
You guys know I have a vested interest in Pulisic. Like I just watch him because obviously he's our captain, so I want him to do well, but looking at the way that you guys play, I'm not quite sure he's going to make it, and then obviously, Charlotte, you've talked about this before, the injuries, so he didn't look great today. He did not look great today. He was just like, okay, basic. So I'm not sure what the future holds for him. It doesn't look great, doesn't look
Nor
great.
does it look great for Ziyech. I'm ready for Ziyech to go as well. Like, bye, see you later, and done.
And and I so agree with what Jess said about Pulisic. Like he started off with so much promise, and he had such a great start for us when he came into the squad, and then he got injured. Like he got injured after that great hat trick that he scored against Burnley as well, and then when he came back from injury, he was arguably one of our standout players in the back end of the season. And from his performances, crucial goals scored by Olivier Giroud, I think that's how we eventually managed to break back into that top 4 in the back end of the season. It's mainly due to Pulisic, and he was very vital in our FA Cup run as well. And I think as soon as he come off injured, that's when Arsenal kind of just about got the upper hand, even though they were kind of starting to come back into it since they got the equaliser. But once Pulisic went off, even before we got the red card, Pulisic was everything. So once
That was it.
The momentum
When he went down, I was like, we got this now. Like we literally have this now because he was so good. Like you said, he was so influential in that game. And I'm having a hard time understanding why he can't stay fit.
Yeah.
That's a big issue, for him moving forward, especially because Chelsea is the type of team that has so much talent that if you're out for a couple games, that could be it. You may not be able to make your way back in. I don't even think Tuchel really likes him based on some of the comments that he's made about him being better against like Burnley and the lower level teams. He's good off the bench. That's not something that you really want to hear when you're trying your hardest to try to break into the side. So I don't know.
I think also you're like, I feel like Pulisic has had opportunities to prove himself. For example, today, and not just him, Ziyech as well. Ziyech more than Pulisic more than Ziyech for me. They had their opportunities to big themselves up. They had their chances to actually prove themselves. It was a starting 11 place, which probably would have meant the next Premier League game they probably would have started. But they're not proving anything to me. They've had I think 3 starting 11 chances and none have happened. But before we get into that, we have our 2 other very special guests. One is turning into Jemima for the night. He is co-owner of GNA TV. Welcome, Jem.
Hello, ladies. How are you? You all right? All good?
Yeah, good. And our final panelist needs no introduction. She doesn't need one. We know, as I quote Jem, she drinks wine like Lucozade. It's Anita.
Hey, are you drinking?
I forgot. Literally, I forgot. I went to the supermarket this afternoon. I totally forgot. Wow. Wow.
Oh, man.
Have you got vodka or rum? Anything stronger, Anita?
Like, we don't have to drink wine.
Do you know what? Give me a sec.
Oh.
I ain't even got wine myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna find some. Jem, we don't need to have wine. You can have whatever alcoholic drink it is.
If you want to take some tequila shots, Jem, feel free.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Offering me something stronger, yeah? That's very good.
Especially after the earlier result today.
I need it after that, man. I need it after
that. I mean, we were literally just discussing the game. We were talking about Pulisic's performance because obviously, Jess was giving her opinions. I was just about to as well.
God.
I was just saying this is that they had a starting 11 opportunity to actually prove themselves. I said at the beginning of the stream, I would like them to prove themselves. Have they done that? No. Like Pulisic, man, it was just, do you know what? It was frustrating for me because I was just, instead of being like, oh, he did this or did this, at least Ziyech, like I said, he did a couple of good passes. Like,
2.
Yeah, 2 good passes. Yes, Bailey's,
I think. Yeah.
Nia, you cannot be drinking without me. This is not fair.
But I feel like with Pulisic, I was kind of, instead of being like, oh, he done a couple of good passes, I was just thinking, when is he going to get off the pitch? Like, can someone stop him off now? Like, I was done with. Do you know what? They had a chance to prove himself. At least Ziyech did 2 good passes. She's drinking Bailey's like vodka. I'm done. I
love it.
She's drinking it like
I love that. Literally,
Catch up.
But I feel like Pulisic, for me, it just got to the point where I was just like, can we take him off now? But I also feel like Tuchel kind of has to take some responsibility over this game because I've taken a step back and not been so angry about it. But like, it's like the substitutions were so late. Like Hudson-Odoi didn't have time to have an impact. Like when you bring someone on at near 75th minute, that's not enough time to have an impact.
78.
Firstly, Werner should have been the last substitution. The last one. The end of. Because I'm sorry, like...
I disagree with that.
No, do you know what? I actually take that back. It's not. Kovacic should have been the last substitution.
No, not even him. The last substitution should have been Reece James. We didn't need a defensive player.
Yeah, actually, that's a fair point. I forgot about Reece James. I don't even know why he was brought on.
I disagree because first of all, Christian Pulisic was stinking up that right wing back role. So it was kind of like, if he's stinking it up anyway, let's get someone who actually defends and let's try to keep the clean sheet. That's how I saw it. I thought it was a good move because Pulisic was stinking it up. I think maybe if he pushed Ziyech maybe if he took off Ziyech, pushed Pulisic a bit further up the pitch, that would have been a lot better than just yanking him off and bringing on Reece James. But yeah, I think our attacking threat died when Pulisic went off, which was a bit annoying.
But I just feel like I keep saying, like, how many opportunities are we going to give them at the starting 11 role for them to just not turn up? And people are like getting annoyed now over this, like them playing. And I'm like, I've said this and I've been butchered for it, for saying I want them both gone. And people are now like kind of starting to see the realization of the fact that I can't even be nice about it. Ziyech is shit. I'm not even playing that.
He's
game
the worst player
anymore.
on the pitch. Actually, Chilwell was
it's
the worst player on the
literally
pitch.
no. Ajax done a number on us. Ajax, if this is me phoning up Ajax manager, the owner of Ajax. Excuse me. I ordered a Harrods store and I got a Primark store instead with Ziyech. This is not what I wanted. I'm gonna give you the Primark store and you give me a Harrods store. I don't need something that's kind of only gonna work for like a couple of months and then break. I need Harrods where actually I buy my stuff and it lasts season after season. I don't go into Primark to buy like a Gucci bag. I go into Harrods to buy a Gucci bag. Like at least Gucci bags last. Ziyech hasn't actually given me anything apart from a couple of good passes. And Pulisic, man, I don't even realise he's on the pitch sometimes. As for Chilwell, we've been mugged off by Leicester. 50 million. We've been mugged off. Can we just send him back to Leicester? I'm done now. Leicester, I will give him away for free. I'm done. He don't deserve us. Nah.
I need to take a drink after you just mentioned Chilwell, because I was literally about to brush up on your Ajax point. I was like, Ajax must be laughing. They collected almost 70 mil by getting rid of Ziyech, and
Leicester are laughing too. 50 million that we gave Leicester for what? Some player that I didn't even rate that much.
Leicester laughing at Manchester United.
He did well at Leicester. He did well at Leicester because of the way they played, not because of anything else.
Guys, y'all are being so harsh. I can't believe this slander session. I cannot believe this slander session. You've named I've been on for 5 minutes and you've named 10 players that are just not good enough. Guys,
3.
Charlotte, who do you like? Like who? I've never heard you talk about who you actually like.
She likes Kepa. That's about it.
You don't like the goalkeeper either. Like
she likes
who do you
No. Hold on. Mendy did a fabulous job today. He made 2 world-class saves. Let me tell you, he is the reason that we have a clean sheet. I'm gonna tell you that
we didn't lose. The reason we didn't lose.
Yeah, literally he is. And I'm going to respect, for me, Mendy was my man of the match for the fact that he is the reason we kept a clean sheet. He is the reason that is. Rudiger did a fab job today. Christensen did a fab job. I appreciate them too. Jorginho for me wasn't on his best form. He wasn't awful, but he wasn't on his best form.
He was stinking up.
Yeah, but our defense did our job.
Ask Jem about Jorginho.
Do you know what? I'm not even going to ask Jem because I know that he hasn't. Jem, how do you feel about Jorginho? How did he play today? Tell me about it.
I feel Jorginho. All right, I'm going to be honest when I say this. I feel Jorginho was average, like most players on the pitch. I don't think he was the reason why we lost. But my biggest thing with Jorginho, and I keep saying it, we decided to play a 4-2-3-1 for the first 15 minutes of that game. And there was gaps everywhere across that pitch. And it wasn't just Jorginho. Christensen, Rudiger, they all struggled with that. All I'm trying to say is, do these players only play better in... Obviously the 3, they're playing well. But are they not able to adapt to other styles of formations? Because that's my biggest question mark with them. Because I don't think Jorginho's going to be good enough in a 4-2-3-1. I think he suits the whole 3-5-2. And the reason I say that is because the defenders, if you look at them, our defenders ain't great. They're good. They're good defenders. But the reason they're playing so well is because, number one, in terms of distribution, it's easier for them to distribute out. But secondly, they're actually protected very well. You've got your 3 there, you've got your fullbacks, and then you've got your 2 6s sitting in front of them. So for me, I feel like we're just papering over cracks in many ways. But with Jorginho, he wasn't bad today. There was some times when he got the ball and he could have just knocked it over the top, which is what I cry out about him. Why does he not do that? Why does he always have to do that sometimes, or that, or that? Why can't he just look up and bang, knock that ball over the top like Fabregas would do? Do you know what I mean? And today he too many touches on the ball again. You know, the The thing is, he's set such high standards the last couple of games. He has, hasn't he? He's been playing that well. That today it was below his standard. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I think the
You know what I mean?
problem we've also got with our final passing is that we seem to make it more difficult for ourselves. Instead of just like taking the shot, we're like, oh, let me see how many tricks I can do. Let me see how many passes and random shit touches that I don't. Yeah, it becomes an overthinking, and you make it worse for yourself than you actually need to. If you didn't overthink, it would be that simple that you knew. But I mean, the Havertz opportunity.
He's got to be scoring that.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
sorry.
my point. The
No
Havertz
Havertz
opportunity.
slander whilst I'm here.
No, I'm not slandering him, but I'm just saying it's
Put
a
him
good
on the bench.
opportunity. But I think, do you know what my problem is that out of it, why didn't we start with Giroud? Why was a striker?
Oh,
No.
this was a game for him.
No.
Come on.
No,
This
I'm
game
not-
was way too quick for him. Way too
Well, not
quick.
even Giroud, but why didn't we start Werner then?
Yeah,
No, we could-
because
That's
in the
it.
first half,
That's
in
it.
the
No, I'm
first-
just saying for striker, we needed something.
I don't know if you guys noticed the many shots we were having on target. Yeah, Melier, who's not that great of a goalkeeper, keeps on pushing the ball out into dangerous positions. Where's the urgency? Run at the ball, run at the loose ball. No one's there, nobody's there. They don't care, and that was the issue that I had. Whereas if we had a Werner on the pitch, that's what Werner will be doing. He'll be running onto that loose ball.
Yeah, but the question is, would he put it in the back of the net? That's the
Yeah,
Yeah,
thing.
no, I understand that, but at least we have someone doing something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I think, like,
There was no urgency today. No urgency.
urgency. We got to the last 10 minutes of the game, and I'm like,
Right, it's like we were winning, wasn't it?
Hun. We've got 10 minutes of the game left. Like, I'm genuinely fuming at this point. I'm thinking, does someone want to tell Tuchel there's only 10 minutes of the game, and he should be shouting at his players, telling them or reminding
is,
them there's
the
only 10
funny
minutes
thing is,
left.
He
They
was
looked like they were
shouting at
having-
Kennedy.
Yeah,
It's
they
so
looked
funny,
like they
he
were
was
on the
shouting.
beach. They looked like they were sunbathing on the beach drinking a pina
That's
colada. I'm
crazy.
like, nah.
We were basically 6-0 up after 80 minutes. That's what it looked like. There was no urgency to get the ball forward. And then you see Rudiger and Christensen running forward, running up the pitch to the final third. And I'm just thinking, is this what we've come to? We can't create, so we're using our centre backs to like push forward. It was ridiculous, man. But you know what, right? I can't even pick and choose on this game anymore. I'm just really frustrated about it, and I just can't pick and choose.
Frustrated.
Whatever.
I'm mad. I was angry. You saw me on the
Yeah,
terrace. I was
Everton's
pissed off. I
losing
was
right now,
moaning
by the way.
constantly.
Everyone's losing. So I'm
Yeah,
not
good.
too worried, Paul. I ain't worried, Bull. We going
Are we
to
Can I just say something? Yeah,
Are we lucky that all the other scores are going in our?
yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
We have to. We got.
Man United.
Do you know
We
what?
lucky.
Who was? We had some.
We shouldn't be
I was-
worrying
I was
about trying to catch
saying-
up with Man United. We should be worried
Yeah.
about the people
West
below
Ham.
us catching
But
us
this
up.
is what
That's
I've
we
said.
should
This
be
is
worried about.
genuinely.
Do you know what I mean?
This is genuinely what I said on the stream. Because some people were like, "Oh, it's not a big game. Champions League is more important." I'm like, actually, no. This game is just as important. Let me tell you now, because
Yeah.
Spurs have 2 games in hand. West Ham have a game in hand. I'm sorry. All it takes is for West Ham to beat United, and they're on the same point level as us. I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying scenarios of how close it is and how
Don't say never.
we can't afford this kind of stuff. Like, it's like we could have ended up thirds and yeah,
I'm
you
not,
know,
you know what, right? No, I'm not hearing it. I'm not mad at it. I'm so not mad at it. We've got flipping Atletico on Wednesday. He had to do what he had to do. He didn't even
I would have
run.
just liked to see some
You don't wanna stop
urgency.
them.
I would have liked to see some urgency in the last.
Hmm.
Do you know what? Even if we hadn't have got a goal, I would have liked to see some urgency in the last 10 minutes because they looked like they was winning 3-0 and they didn't have to do anything. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to see that urgency because I didn't see anything. And in the last 20 minutes or even the last 10 minutes, you expect something. Even when they announced 3 minutes extra time, they still look like they were strolling on the beach drinking a pina colada.
Do you know what was mad about that, right? And this is what really muddles up my brain right now, right? In the second half, we was average. We were poor. I thought we were better in the first than we was the second, right? We made substitutions, to improve us, to go for that goal, like you were saying, go for it, Werner comes on, Cho comes on, We was worse. How can you make substitutions and be worse? That makes no sense, does it? Like, we got
No.
Reece James on. He was non-existent. Cho came on. All right, it's not his fault. He didn't get much of the ball. He had that one good shot, yeah, which he was unlucky on. Timo Werner come on. I didn't even know he was playing. Like, I just
I
don't
have
get
to
it.
agree.
I just don't get it. Like, I don't get how we
You know
can make
what?
substitutions
You know
to
what
try and
I'm
change
really
a game.
loving
And it's
right
worse.
now, yeah.
Here we
You know
go.
what I'm loving? Oh, Bobs, get out of here.
Have it, mate.
I'm really loving the
Focus
fact
on
that
your game tomorrow, innit?
Try and learn to beat Sheffield United, mate. Yeah? See you later.
this is all Lampard's fault, but I'm really loving. Jess is literally sitting up there just smiling. She's like,
Yeah.
I've never been around so many Chelsea fans, so this is like a
Like,
new
do you know
environment.
what? Welcome
love
back, Tish.
It was Jess' fault.
And I'm just,
You know what?
I'm an
why don't we
Arsenal
talk
fan.
about North
Oh, it's even
London
worse. I
derby
feel sorry for
tomorrow?
you.
Let's
Blimey
talk
hell.
about the North London derby. You know, Jess has been sitting too
No.
comfortable. Let's
We
talk
haven't
about
talked
the
Yes.
enough
North.
about the Leeds game.
You know what? I think we have right now. Do
Game.
you know what? We'll come
she's
back
having
to
a
that.
parade.
We'll come back to that. But right now, I do want to talk about the fact that we do have two huge games tomorrow. You got
Yes.
Spurs. Well, I say big games. I mean, for
It's a
Spurs,
big game,
big
Charlotte. Come on. It's a
I mean,
big game. Come on.
Arsenal. No. I meant more for Spurs because if they win, they go up to
Oh.
6th, which means
So you,
the
they're
Mets.
closer.
Come on,
so you
Arsenal.
guys should want us to win. So you guys going to be
Exactly.
Arsenal fans
Oh no,
tomorrow?
I,
or no?
Come on,
I
Arsenal.
actually do. I want
True.
Arsenal to win. We've
Come on,
said
Arsenal.
this.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't
I'm
put my
actually,
agenda.
But
Hold
if
on.
Spurs win, they will be, I think, 2 points.
There'll be
or
2
3
points behind us with a game in
Oh
hand.
my
If
God!
Arsenal
If
win, they're
West,
only
no,
behind
hold on.
us.
Wait.
Yeah.
Can't again.
If hold on, wait. No. This is the worst thing that could ever happen.
They're only
If
5 points
Spurs
behind you guys.
if Spurs
Or
win
6.
and West Ham lose, Spurs go 5th on goal difference.
Bum bum bum. So you're an Arsenal fan
Arsenal!
tomorrow.
No, come on, Arsenal.
I'll never
Oh,
cheer
come on.
Arsenal. I'm sorry.
I want to see every
Yeah.
single one of
Allowed
you
to cheer
guys
them. I'm
in a
sorry.
red jersey tomorrow. Okay.
No,
No.
I just want Arsenal to win over
But-
Spurs.
I mean, you should be cheering for us because we're basically Chelsea B, aren't we? Willian, David Luiz. You should be cheering for us, aren't we? Yeah. No?
To be
Agent.
fair, Arsenal, the Emirates is our retirement home. We do send all our players to
Oh my
retirement.
god. So mean, but so true.
But
Yeah.
true though, like we gave away Willian. We didn't want the man, and
You
you
guys
guys,
know-
you Arsenal
you
fans,
guys know by
turn
now
on-
that I'm fully like aware of how bad we are. So I'm kind of like banter proof.
Are you? Do you want me to tell
Like, go ahead. I mean, to me, it's kind of like it is what it is. We're on our own journey here, you know. So
Yeah,
we also
tenth
beat
of-
Leeds though. So
Yeah, that's true. Where do you think you'll finish, Jess, this season?
somewhere between 8th and 10th.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
know
if you
what?
can
I
get
like the
Europa League.
realisticness of Jess. She's not an Arsenal fan that, like some Arsenal fans, think they're still going to finish in the top 4.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
wrote
No.
chances.
I mean, I think we have a better chance of winning the Europa League, obviously. We're pretty good in knockout competitions, if you guys didn't notice last season. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's pretty much where we thrive. The league, we don't have a good league form. So 8th
be
to
honest,
10th, you know, that kind of thing.
I think Arsenal are back, if you want my honest opinion. I think you guys will make Europa League quite comfortably.
Look, you guys,
final.
we're better than what a lot of rival fans want to believe, but we're also not as good as a lot of Arsenal fans think we are. We're somewhere just 8th to 10th in a
floating
rebuild,
around.
midway. You know, it is what it is. You know, we're in a project. You know, we have a young coach, and we'll see where we end up. You know, we haven't spent the amount of money that you guys have, so the pressure is a lot hotter for you guys. I get that, you know, but I still think you guys could be a little bit more patient. It's not that bad. I watch you
looks
guys
worse
play
than
and I
us,
see
doesn't it?
like it's not as bad as I think you guys think.
when I sit there and I look at our squad depth, right, and the fact that we're complaining about some of the personnel we have, and like
Mad.
I look at Jess and she supports Arsenal, and you look at the trash that's been stinking up that team for years and years and years, right?
Have you guys seen the clip of Mustafi today?
Oof.
Have you seen it?
What do
No.
you do?
This
What's
is
he
what
done?
we've lived through. Okay, so just go on your phones, go to Twitter and put in Mustafi and see what comes up.
I'm on it now, actually. Let's have a look.
I'm literally now on it. Like we're all.
Literally, I don't even have Twitter, but I can still search, I think.
Mustafi.
Mustafa.
He had 2 Mustafi-like mistakes in his game. Like, and that's what we lived through for 5 years, you know, so.
Oh no, here he is. Let's have a look.
Oh no.
Let's have a look. I mean, that wasn't. Oh, Mustafi, what is that? That is embarrassing.
And it's 2 mistakes. There's not just one.
That's a good header,
That's
though, isn't it? Top corner.
beautiful. That's a really nice header.
Where's the other one? I only saw one. Let's see the other one.
It's one of those trying to dribble out of the back, but you don't have the
Oh,
skills to do it. So,
Oh yeah, I've got it here. I'm looking at it now. Let's see.
you guys, I'm numb. I'm
Sven
numb.
says, I'm convinced Mustafi is a social. I'm convinced Mustafi is a social experiment to see how long you can survive in elite football without actually being a footballer.
Oh, Mustafi, mate, what are you doing?
Oh,
Shocking.
we're in purgatory
I was
8
gonna
to
say,
10.
talking mistakes, Jess, like how do you feel about Xhaka, who's, I don't know, he's definitely up there with one of those mistake prone players.
It's just kind of like it's a mentality thing. But if you look at Everton today, they did pretty much the exact same thing that we did. It's kind of like you have players that are not good enough to play out of the back. Like you have to have almost like elite players that do things perfectly almost every single time not to make those types of mistakes. And we just don't have the right goalkeeper for it. Some of our players are just not built for it. So Arteta is really hell-bent on playing this way. So it's either they have to get better, which I don't think they will, or we're going to have to replace the players. Like, it's just that simple. Playing out of the back is important. You kind of have to do it in like the modern game, but if your players are not elite, they will make mistakes, you know? So that's pretty much where we are, you know? It's not the Mustafi type mistakes where we're kicking it in the back of our own net. It's just more of the players are not able to play out of the back consistently at a high level, you know? So it just kind of is what it is, you know? But we've also scored a lot of goals playing that way. So it's not going anywhere, you know?
Yeah, obviously, like, you know, big up to Saka. He's definitely one of those like breakthrough players that deserves the credit where it's due. He's been undoubtedly, I think, one of your best players this season as well, and at such a young age as well. So
he's our best player.
Yeah.
What about Pirlo El Nini? Is he good?
The Pyramid Pirlo. I mean, you know, he's not a great player. You know, he's just kind of bang average, if that. But you know, it is what it is. You know, he came to us for like 7 million or something. You get what you pay for a lot of times, you know. So he doesn't play that often. So it just kind of is what it is, you guys. Like, we're very much in a transitional period.
You have got a lot of Deadwood players, haven't you? Like, you got some real.
You got rid of rid of 4 in January,
Elmo,
and we
you
still
mean?
have 4. You know,
I mean, you were talking about Elneny, but I think you mean Elmo, according to Bob's.
Elmo. Really?
Elmo, man.
I heard that he's the real. I heard he's the real Egyptian king.
is Partey not fit enough to be back in tomorrow's squad though?
No, he's there. We have no injuries for tomorrow. He just is one of those players that came and got injured. And, you know, I think next season is more of a season where we'll make a definitive decision on whether or not this was worth triggering the release clause. I think that he's a top player, so I'm not too worried about it. But the way that the season is in terms of injuries and congested fixture schedules, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's not unlike any other team that has really good players that are injured. It's just unfortunate because coming in, I think he was supposed to be kind of like a game changer, and we really haven't seen that much of him. But I mean, he's a top level player, so I'm not really that worried about it. You know, I love him. I think he's amazing.
What back four would you play, or back three would you play against Tottenham tomorrow?
Well, if I was not Arteta, because I know this is not what he would choose, you know, but Tierney, Gabriel, David Luiz, and Cedric.
Ooh, David Luiz.
David Luiz is good in the back, guys. I feel like because he makes so many mistakes, everyone forgets. David Luiz, when he's good, he's really good.
Good.
Like,
Yeah,
when he
I agree.
plays against Tottenham, he's really good.
But that's the reality, isn't it? It's you know what you get. Like, you're gonna get that one bonehead mistake 1 out of the 5 games that he plays. It is what it is, but he's better than Holding, Why would I choose Holding for a big game?
Holding shocking, isn't he?
He's just kind of he's so basic. And I remember some Arsenal fans were like comparing him to Stones, and I was like, this is why we shouldn't have Twitter. We shouldn't be allowed to have Twitter.
What about Murray?
Murray is actually good for, I mean, you get what you pay for, right? He was like 4 million from Flamengo. So obviously he's not top quality, but he's a good enough squad player. Sometimes you need players that are okay with being the backup. You know, we saw with Martinez, we had 2 number 1 goalkeepers that wanted to play. You can't have that in certain squads. Like, you need to have people that are okay with being backup. And that's exactly what he is. He hasn't really made any real egregious mistakes at this point. So I'm okay with him being there because Gabriel is the priority.
Yeah.
You know,
so
I feel like Gabriel's going to be okay in this squad. Like, I know he's like, since he's come back from injury, there's been a few shaky moments here and there. And I know that red card was a bit of a questionable moment. But at the end of the day, he's a young player and he's adjusting to a new league. So since coming in, I think he's surprised me a little bit. I was expecting him to be, you know, like every typical centre back.
Why?
It's just the curse. Like you see Chelsea, we have like the curse of the strikers. Our strikers just don't seem to turn up and perform. Arsenal seem to have a similar issue where every single centre back player that they've acquired over recent years has just been shocking. So I kind of expected, okay, he's coming from like the French league, one of those teams. He's still young, probably a bit overhyped, but he's come in and he has actually impressed me. He's been probably one of your most consistently reliable centre backs as well.
Gabriel is good. He's actually, I mean, I don't think he has as high of a ceiling as Saliba, to be honest. I think Saliba has a higher ceiling, but Gabriel is the physical stature and the technical quality that you need for a center back right now. So I love him. I think he's great. He needs a partner. And obviously, you know,
that could be a future centre back pairing.
I'm hoping so, but you never know.
Obviously, there's still that right back position to probably determine for Arsenal, but you know, I can definitely see that happening. You know, Tierney's obviously another person who's come in, and you know, he's had his injury-prone problems in the beginning, but I do believe that guy is probably going to be the future captain of Arsenal, Kieran Tierney, because he's just got leadership qualities and skills that we as Chelsea fans, we're sitting there thinking, okay, if Azpilicueta goes, who do we really have? Like,
we haven't got anyone.
You guys don't have any leadership.
No one.
Got no spine.
No one.
That's strange for a Chelsea team not to have
no one.
Leaders.
No spine.
You know?
No nothing.
No
Weird.
Like literally.
What about Mount?
But apart from him, but I do want to move on to kind of. I do want to talk about at the minute. We do have. Jem, you're playing with us.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
I do want to talk about at the minute. We have got the Manchester United West Ham game tomorrow, which for me personally is a big game based on points, not on actually teams, but points. It's important that we keep an eye on our enemies down below. You know, you just got to make sure. What do you guys, Anita, I'll start with you. Give me your thoughts on the West Ham United game. Who do you think is going to win? Do you think it's going to be close? And just tell me what your thoughts are.
I feel like West Ham, they're probably going to sit back. So United will have to play football. So it's going to be interesting to watch them have to go out and play football, especially because West Ham, they're probably one of the only top 6 teams at the moment that actually sits back when it comes to playing against the other top 6. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm thinking something jammy like a 1-0 or something, or it could go the complete opposite way and it can be like a 3-2 or something. But I have a feeling Man United is 100% going to take it, but I'm just not sure how they're going to play this out. That is the problem. If they can come out and play proper football and Ole has an actual plan and it's not just vibes, then they have players that can damage that West Ham defense 100%. But if it is just vibes, they're in serious trouble. I'm going to tell you that for free.
Yeah. I think you have to also remember that actually the only goal that United have actually got against a top 6 team is a penalty from Bruno Fernandes. So I think we need to put that into shape. Is that they have, against the Spurs game. Pardon?
They beat Man City the other day.
Yeah, no, sorry, I forgot about that one. Yeah, so they're
They're
only
confident. They just beat the league leaders. You never know. They might come
That-
out and be doing some Ronaldinho West type performance. You never know.
I know. I
just can't
completely
let them
forgot
play
about
on the
City, my bad.
counter.
But I think you have to
Yeah,
remember
I
they
agree.
have
Can't let them play on the counter.
they have only
That's their
beaten
strengths.
one top 6 team once. Like, we do have to remember that they don't actually have a record of beating any other top 6 team. Like, yes, you beat City, but actually, if you look at the game, City didn't turn up, and it wasn't United's best game. If you're looking at it realistically,
You
it wasn't
gave them
United.
something to defend. You cannot give them something to defend.
United
Yeah,
didn't
I
turn.
agree.
City didn't turn up, and United got like they had the chance to take advantage of City not turning up. For me personally, I think West Ham is going to be a challenge. Like, they couldn't beat Chelsea. Like, they drew with us. Again, like, they couldn't beat us. You couldn't beat us when Lampard was there. You couldn't beat us with Tuchel. So we'll talk about that later, Bobs. But you know, I don't like. Do you know what? It's cool because we've played both our matches against Man U. So I'm a shade them all I want because they couldn't beat us. They couldn't beat us under Lampard, where we were absolutely a tactical shit show, and they couldn't beat us when we're a tactical masterclass. Not a masterclass, but we have a tactical manager in here ready to give us some proper lessons in life.
Because it's Ollie's mentality. Like, even if
But this is my point. Ever since he's been slapped 6-1 against Spurs, he's never forgotten this. This has mentally itched his mind. 6-1 is all I got to say about Spurs. Like, even we haven't lost to Spurs this season. Like, so don't come for us. Like, I mean, 6-1 is all I've got to say. It's like Liverpool losing to Aston Villa 7-2. That's what it was like for Spurs beating United.
The City game, I think that was the first time where Ollie kind of set up where he wasn't so like defensively like minded. He wasn't so cagey. But I think that's probably why they were they played well enough to be able to get a result against City because of the way that they set up. Whereas when Ollie's come up against the previous Big Six sides in the past, the way he's set up is so defensively minded, it's so cagey that's why he's not really been able to get a win up until that point, up until the City game. But then again, they'll go and beat City, and then I don't know what they were doing for the game against AC Milan. Yeah. I know they probably have like one eye on this West Ham game, knowing that it is an important game, and they probably do need to get a result. But the AC Milan's a big game as well, and judging how close the top 4 race is this season, focus your efforts on the Europa League because you are one of the favourites as well. So that is a cup.
They need a trophy, didn't they?
And especially,
exactly. But this is what I've said all along.
He's gone out of 4 semi-finals in his tenure at Manchester United, and that's
step off his neck.
Just to clarify, this is what I've said all along. When I was speaking to some
Damp
Man
on
U
it
fans,
as well while you're at it.
I was speaking to some Man U fans, and they were like, "No, I'd rather have top 4 and win the Europa League." And I'm like, "That's sometimes not possible. Sometimes you have to realise." No, I get that, but like for Man United, sometimes you have to like leave your ego and be like, actually, if we win the Europa League, that's a trophy and Champions League, so that's double. Sometimes I'm not saying they'll fall out of the top 4, but maybe second place isn't like finalized for them. If they get 4th and they get a trophy and Champions League, that's still Champions League in both leagues and a trophy. So what's wrong with that? Like,
they need a trophy.
Yeah, Man U really needed the trophy.
Ollie has not won anything yet. He needs a trophy.
Let's be realistic. Maurizio Sarri won a trophy. Maurizio Sarri won a trophy. Like, Lampard got us top 4. I'm not picking up Lampard at all, but I'm just stating facts here.
He got us to a final.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he got us to a final. He did better than Ollie in his first year, and that was Lampard. Lampard doesn't know like much, but he still did that.
That's not spoken about enough, That's actually not spoken about enough. Just because Ollie beat us, 3-4 All right, never mind. Actually, forget it.
No. Come on, Anisha, I want to hear this. Come on, I want to hear this.
Stop.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I I do want to talk about this because we do have the I do have Atletico coming up on Wednesday, which is obviously a really, I think for me, a big game that I think we need to actually come out the gates actually gunning for a goal. I don't want to just sit back and defend. I actually want another goal. If I'm honest, I want another 2 goals, but I'm just being greedy. One
We
goal
don't
is good
score
enough
2
for me.
goals.
Yeah, I know. This is why I'm
don't
just saying
score.
that. That's why I was being
We don't
realistic.
score.
But we need that second goal, and I think we need it in the first half to kind of, because I think Atletico are going to come gunning for us. I really do.
Of course they will.
They're like,
Have
and
they
I think
got their
we need
injuries
to.
back? Like, is Carrasco back? Is what's his name
Let me
back?
check.
Trippier back? Is all these men back now as well? Because that's one of the things everyone was moaning about. Oh, they haven't got these players. That's why Chelsea beat them. No, it wasn't. We actually played them off the park. They couldn't get the ball
Yeah.
off us. They played 6 at the back.
Yes,
Just to clarify, we've all bigged up Atletico Madrid.
Mentioned. So yeah, they have
We-
mentioned that they're going to have either 1 or 2 of them back for the second leg.
Yeah.
We've bigged up Atletico Madrid's goalkeeper, Oblak. We have bigged up Oblak. Like, everyone knows he's a world-class goalkeeper. I'm sorry. Did you see Olivier Giroud's bicycle
The tall
kick in
Frenchman.
slow motion? Yeah, as a tall Frenchman, he got a beautiful goal. It was stunning. I loved it. It was beautiful. I was like,
Jess,
yeah,
do
you
do
take that
do you
world
miss Giroud?
class.
Do you miss
Hell
Giroud as an
no.
Arsenal?
Oh shit.
Absolutely not.
Why? Look
I
at
don't
what you
miss
have done
people
since
once
then.
they leave. I don't miss people once they leave. I didn't like him when he was here. I don't. My
No.
opinion
Why
of
do you
him
like
has not changed.
Why?
Because we needed somebody that could score 20 plus goals a season, and hasn't been that for you guys, and he was never that for us. I think he's better than what a lot of Arsenal fans thought. He was never going to be that striker, like. So yeah, he plays well for you guys in a off the bench type of role, which is the type of striker that to me he is. He's good in the World Cup because for France, because they don't have to play 20, 30, 40 games this season or anything like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I don't miss him.
Mm.
I don't hate him. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? It's good.
He has got a mad record, though, isn't he? To be fair to him, coming off the bench, I think he's got a good record in the Champions League as well at the moment this season. He's up there with
That's what he's good at.
Yeah.
He's really good in Europe. He's
Yeah.
good at coming off the bench. He only scores bangers, that's for sure. Like,
Yeah.
no regular tap-ins for him. And he's a good-looking guy. And all good to him. It's
Tall
just
Frenchman.
yeah. I mean, he does well for you guys, so good for him.
Yeah, he's
Kieran
definitely.
Trippier is back. Oh god.
He's definitely. I mean, for me, I think he'll be gone this summer. To be honest, I think he might go. I think he might go somewhere else. Finish off.
He would be good
but-
somewhere else, like in Serie A or back in France or something like that.
I'd actually like to keep him. I'd like to keep him this season. If we have to choose between Abraham and Giroud, I know who I'm choosing for. Abraham doesn't even stand.
You guys
a
don't
chance.
like
I'm sorry.
Tammy or what?
No. Do you know what?
Bambi.
It's not that I don't. I don't like him. It's more the fact that he's like Bambi on ice. And
He's our top goal scorer.
Yeah, he's our
Sad, isn't it?
he's
He
our
ain't even been
top goal
playing.
scorer. And
Which says everything you need to know.
yeah, literally, it says everything you need. If I had to choose between Giroud and Abraham, I'm keeping Giroud. Based on the fact that he can at least come off the bench and maybe get that odd sub goal, whereas Abraham, Tuchel obviously doesn't think too highly of him, because how many times has Abraham played under Tuchel?
He's
And-
injured.
But I mean, he wasn't when Tuchel first came in, so
Yeah, but he got dropped for like one game. Then he was starting a couple of games, and then obviously Tuchel had to rotate.
no, I get that, but I mean, I don't know if he prefers. This is my problem. I don't know if Tuchel prefers Werner and that to kind of it fits the kind of style of play, because I think we said in our stream earlier that we think eventually Tuchel wants to get to a 4-2-2 kind of style play, which is what he's kind of been good at PSG. He kind of that's his kind of thing. Which I think will be interesting to see. But I think next season, I kind of want to see Werner come into his own. I know we're all like...
Are you guys going to buy another striker? Is that what's going to happen?
Haaland.
Yeah,
No,
Haaland.
stop saying that.
I
Stop
see
saying
that,
that.
Anita.
Why
I
do you
see
keep
that. I
saying
agree.
Fuck's sake.
I know
What
you guys
makes
are
you think-
confident about it.
What
You
makes
would
think we're
definitely
gonna
be
get
in for
Well,
him.
well, there's only 2 teams competing for him in this Premier
No,
League, and
that's what they
City
say.
and Chelsea. No, I'm sorry. City and Chelsea are the only people
Real
that have the
Madrid,
money to do it.
Real
No,
Madrid.
but in the Premier
Yeah.
League, City and Chelsea are the only people that have the money to
Yeah, but it
do
doesn't
that
mean we're
kind of
going to get him,
sale.
though, does it? There's still other people outside the Premier
I
League.
can
that
say
have
I
got-
want
can
him.
Get him, can't
I can say I want him though.
No, we all
So
want
For
him.
me,
I want him
but I
as
think
well. But to
also
get him is
you
another
have to
story.
remember when Roman Abramovich says he's opening his checkbook and he'll pay whatever. You have to. I'm not saying it works all the time, but if Roman's willing to pay more than City and Real Madrid,
The player has to want to come though, Charlotte. Like,
no. I understand that, but what I'm saying is, if it is between City and Chelsea and he can't make up his mind, will money then come into it? And that's my question, because I think I'm just hypothetically here, like I'm not saying he is coming to Chelsea. Like I would like him so much. I think every football player that says they doesn't want him is stupid, because everyone wants Haaland.
I think he's 100% coming. Like Roman has said, like he's literally said he is going to break whatever bank he has to get Haaland. One thing about Roman is when Roman specifically wants a player, how many times has it not happened? He wanted Shevchenko.
I have to agree.
But Man City
have you
have got
guys
money,
ever
man.
really been in competition with somebody else that has the
Exactly,
money,
that's
but
what I'm
also
saying.
has bigger
Drogba.
clout than you guys?
Drogba.
If it comes to you guys in Man City, I just can't see him going to you guys instead of Man City. That's the only
hear
thing
that. I hear that.
But the
because
thing
I
is,
just
Man
don't see it.
City actually bidding for them. Man City, if they have to pay more than Chelsea's going to pay, which will be over like 100 mil, financial fair play will have to look into them, and they don't want the heat. When looking at the business side of things, they do not want the heat. They've got a sustainable team right now that's running away with the league already. Why invest in another player that can potentially be off a contract in the next couple of years? Maybe if he really wants to go Man City, he can wait it out at the end of the day. He can always just turn down Chelsea this transfer window anyway. You can always just say, no, I want to stay here and I want to wait out my career till it's, feasible for him to leave, then go to Man City on a cheaper deal. Man City can get literally anyone they want on a cheaper deal at this moment in time. And that's why I think if Haaland does go to City, fair play, but financial fair play will be looking into them. And that's a risk they're going to have to take. Like, I think I read somewhere that Man City, they are in for him, but because of the competition, they're not willing to fork out the piece for it. And it makes sense because they will be investigated. It's going to be ridiculous spending £50 million every transfer on a centre-back. Come on, man.
So what does that do to Werner, though, for you?
I think City are going to get messy.
No.
But Anita, what do you think? So, okay, if Haaland comes in, obviously he's starting. What does that mean for, like, who's going to create the chances for him? Because you guys don't create enough chances. And who's going to play next to him? And what does that do to Werner, going forward?
Playing off, he can play off Haaland.
So it's a
Werner,
two striker
That's what I
system
would do.
then.
But the issue
thing
you got,
is-
like you said, is the creative side. That is the issue.
The thing is,
because
I don't fall into this creativity rubbish. I don't fall into it.
Why?
Like Terry said earlier on the stream, we create 15 chances on average.
who creates them, Anita? Who creates them?
We
Who
have
creates
like
them?
Mason Mount, we have Callum, we have even Havertz coming in and be coming back on form. He can create these chances. Our problem is finishing. Creating chances
not
is
just
not an issue.
There's been games where I've sat there.
Anything.
Against Barnsley, we had one shot the whole first half.
But we were
One created
creating.
chance. And we'd done that for about 3 or 4 games.
But
We were doing that for. We had
again,
2 shots on
the
target
key-
one game. The
key
whole
thing
game.
The key thing
Shocking.
is we were creating. It's not our fault that the people.
I don't think we do. I
Are
don't
they
think we
high
create
quality
them.
chances though? Are they chances? Are they high high
I
quality
don't class them as
chances?
chances. They're not clear-cut chances. I don't
Nah,
think so.
now you sound like David.
No, I
Now
don't
you
think they are
sound like
clear cut.
David.
We haven't been. We don't create enough for me. We don't.
I
It's the
think we
games where
do.
I'm sitting there and we're just going sideways, backwards, holding the ball, not playing
But
that
the
killer
thing
pass
is-
that I keep saying. We don't do that.
The thing
Enough.
is, I think we do create. I think it's up to Werner and it's up to whoever is playing in partnership with him to get on the ends of the balls that we are. Crossing is creating. Playing in through balls, that's creating. Doing quick 1-2s with people going up front, that's creating. All of these things, they're creating. It is just the finishing. You cannot blame the likes of Mason Mount, the likes of Jorginho, the likes of Callum, who are not meant to be the goal scorers, for creating whatever chances that they can, but our forwards can bury it. You can't blame.
How many chances does
Think
Timo
about it
Werner
this
get
way.
in front of goal? in a game,
Think about
and we
Timo
pick
Werner.
we
Timo
pick.
Werner
No,
gets
no,
a
we
lot
pick
of
on him
chances.
quite a lot. But how many does he have
He
over
gets
the
a
course
lot
of the
of
full game?
chances.
He doesn't, because no
He
one picks
gets a
him
lot of
out. He gets
chances.
one or
Timo
two
Werner.
big chances,
No,
and everyone jumps on him.
I have to agree with Anita on this one. Like Jem, he gets
He does miss
He
a lot
doesn't.
of
He doesn't. He misses.
chances.
Listen, you're missing what I'm saying. He
Well,
gets chances and he misses them. Yeah, fine. But I'm saying is we don't make enough chances for him. How many chances per game in total does Timo Werner get in a
Dog,
game?
I'm not being funny. I'm not being
That's
funny.
what I'm
If you're
saying.
sitting there creating chances for Timo the whole entire game, 10 of those chances will have to go to Timo, and we're not even sure if he's going to score.
Then he
We
sounds
don't
like
just
Tammy
create
Abraham,
chances
then, doesn't he?
But we don't just score. We don't just create chances for Timo Werner. We could create it as a collective for the entire team.
Yeah,
The
he's
problem
our
is-
striker.
but wait, the problem is the final third finish. If that's just it, the creativity,
part of the
behind
problem.
scenes behind it. No, it's the problem.
It is
The
a
behind the
problem.
scenes
It is a
behind
problem. I agree. I'm not
No.
disagreeing with that. But we still do not make as much as you think we do. I'm telling you now. I do not
But
see it.
that's
Today we
how
did. Today
otherwise.
we did. But they don't. They don't
They
say
do.
otherwise. Because I've seen games under Tuchel where we've made bare minimum chances, and I'm sitting there scratching my head, going, "What have we done that whole second half? Where was the
Okay.
creativity?"
The stats that Terry pulled up today was
He
that
said
when Lampard was
11
here,
chances. Wasn't it?
we
Or
was
something
creating
stupid.
11 chances. Now that Tuchel's here, we're creating around 15 per game, right? Name me a team that matches that.
That's not, but what does he mean by that? Because chances, is it clear cut
Chances
chances?
are
Are we talking
chances.
about in front of the goal? Or are we just talking about whipping the ball across and no one gets to it and it just goes
But
past them? Is
whipping the
that
ball
classed as a
across is
chance?
a chance. If we get
What
Haaland
does-
there,
what does that
Haaland
mean?
heads it in.
So the
Whipping
type
the
of
ball
chances that you guys are creating, you don't have the right type of striker to take advantage
That's
of it,
it.
because that's the kind of issue that we have. We have Kieran Tierney. He has the perfect crosses. We don't have a striker that can head the ball in like that. So maybe it's just a matter of the type of chances that are being created are not really matching up with the type of striker that you have, because that makes a huge
Everything.
difference.
Exactly.
You have to have the right type of striker for the type of chances that you're
Stats.
creating.
Let's
You know?
look at the game against Arsenal. I'm going to bring it so everyone can understand where I'm coming from. We look at the game that we played against Arsenal. We saw the crosses that were whipping in, yeah? That's creating, those are chances that were missed by Tammy Abraham. Haaland in that middle gets,
Yeah.
he either brings them down, because he's not as great on his head as he is with his feet. He either brings those crosses down and he buries it with his feet, or he's heading it into the back of the net. Tammy Abraham didn't do that. That's the difference. The difference is the burying the chances. We are not doing that. That's the problem I'm having with these boys. You can create all you want to create. You can create like Ronaldinho creates. I don't give a shit, because you are not burying the chances, and that's where my frustration is. If
When
we
was
get
his first game?
we
Wolves, yeah?
solve the problem.
Right, let's go back to Wolves. Right, here we
That's
go.
interesting. So yeah, we definitely don't want you
There we
guys
go.
to get Haaland then, right? So if that's all you need to
Oh, child.
finish it off, then we don't
We
want
need
that.
him.
The issue that I have with Abraham, this is why I completely agree with why Tuchel has now substituted him twice after half time, after starting him twice, because the amount of crosses that are going into the box and his aerial presence, it seems virtually non-existent at times. You're sitting
Tammy
there,
Abraham is not
yeah, he's
from
just
the
not,
outside looking in. I know he looks like he could be interesting, but there's something about him. It's just not. It's no.
You are right, Jess.
No.
You're right.
I would give time to Werner, like I would give time to Giroud, but there's just something about Tammy where I'm like, I think he's lower Premier League level, which is still good, but maybe like lower down. And no, not Arsenal level. Nobody in the comment section do not say that. It's not us. Lower than that. Lower than that. So yeah, that's really interesting.
So we had 3 shots on top. We had 3 shots against Wolves, 2 shots against Spurs. What else have we got here? Barnsley. Let's have a look how many shots and then we had in Barnsley.
Not about shots. It's about
We had-
chance creation. Where is and I would want to see the expected assists on that. Like, what are the percentages of those chances? Are they clear cut, or are they? Because Werner misses big chances, like in front of the goal. No. And he did that at Leipzig too. He was like that at Leipzig as well.
I'm so shocked that you're bringing up shots here, Jem, because the thing is, right, we've seen times, where we've delivered an excellent ball into the final third and Werner doesn't get on the end of it.
Because that's not his forte, is it? That's not. But that, for me, that's not a creative. Look,
That's his problem.
I don't class a
That is a
creative
creation
chance
problem.
a shot
That's
that goes 40 yards over the bar. That doesn't, to me, that's not a chance.
We created the chance. We created the
What?
chance.
Someone getting the ball and shooting
That's
40
very
yards
in it.
out or 30 yards out. It's not create. I'm talking about getting the ball in the final third, yeah, and delivering in the box, yeah, for whoever's in the box to have a shot on target. We don't do that enough. We do. We cross a lot of balls in. We do cross a lot of balls in, but we done that under Lampard, and we've been very unsuccessful with it.
I don't know. I think we create bare chances. It's just
I don't think we do. I really don't. Like today we did. 11
but
odd
then
what?
it's
11,
like,
11 odd chances today, which is it's fair. We just didn't pull it away. This is one of them games where I could say, yeah, cool. We just don't pull it in the back of the net. But
don't you think
overall, in the games
about
I've seen,
all other games though? You don't think
I
that
don't
about
see
other
that in the
games?
other games. I've
So
sat there sometimes nearly fell asleep watching us.
Okay. I don't know. I think we're gonna have to disagree with that.
Like, for example, today, right?
Yeah,
Chilwell.
Lambs, you've been on the player rating
Lambs,
shows. You've
Chilwell-
seen me say it on the player rating shows. How many times have I moaned about us not creating enough inside the box?
More than enough.
But I mean, today, I feel like, yes, in the first half, yeah, we created a lot. But in the second half, like, it looked like we were just uninterested. Like, we were just like, okay, fine, fair enough. And I guess, this is why I do understand why Jem is so annoyed. Because, like, where's the sense of urgency? Like, you started off in the first half while you were creating chances, not putting them away, getting a bit frustrated. Okay, come out in the second half, a different team. Yeah, we did come out a different team. But where's the team? Leeds looked like the better opposition, and there were times in that second half where we were generally sitting there thinking, oh my God, instead of getting a point from this game, we might end up losing all 3 points. And this is why I do understand the frustration that Jem is showing, because it's annoying. It's just like, when we create so many chances, we don't put them away, and other teams will create 1 or 2 chances and put them away. Like, there's stats that I've seen from Tottenham, yeah, where they create 2 chances and score 2 goals, and that's it. And I'm just like, wow, 100% conversion rate. And our conversion rate is so poor.
It's poor.
And it's
It's
so
poor,
frustrating. Game after game after game, we're finding ourselves discussing the same patterns, the same issues, lack of clinical edge, not taking our chances. If we're creating, then we're not creating it, or we're not creating enough chances.
You know when you watch Man City play, yeah, and they're in the box, yeah, and they have how many? You can feel they're going to score, don't you? You get that it's coming, yeah. I don't get that with us. I watch us and go, yeah, we're comfortable.
They've been playing in their
They ain't gonna
system
score
so
against
much
us.
longer than you
Yeah,
guys,
no, I
though.
agree.
A
I
lot
agree.
of it is just that.
I agree,
really.
100%. It is, but this is my thing. I will give him time, 100%. You know what I mean? It's only been 5.5 weeks since he's been at Chelsea, of course. But what I'm saying is, we're not nowhere near the finished article, and it's not just only. Yes, it is us putting it in the back of the net, but at the same time, I don't get that feeling in games where we're so. Like when I feel like, wow, we're gonna bang in 2 or 3 goals right now. We just don't
That's
do
gonna
that.
come
Don't
with
give me
time,
that
I
feeling.
think.
Do you know what I mean?
But I feel like that's more on wow factor. Like, we don't have the wow. We don't have the 14, 15 or 16, 17 wow factor. And to be fair, that's down to our players not being clinical enough. And the thing is, right, expectation comes with reality. The thing is, we've got all these good players, great players, but they are not producing. And that's when you've got to put your expectations aside. And that's when your expectation lowers. And that's when you start thinking, rah, I don't rate this Chelsea team anymore because we're not doing this, we're not doing that. That's because this is what we expected, you know? Like, reality has really humbled us. And that's why I think that a lot of Chelsea fans are angry and saying that we're not creating clear-cut chances, which is fair enough. But in hindsight, we actually are. But our forwards are not clinical enough. And
But yeah,
that
we could make more. We
Huh?
we should be making more. All right, we
No,
make
we-
chances.
but
but
you
we
Teams
should be
don't really
making
create
more.
that
We
many
don't make-
chances, though.
Like,
See, expectation versus reality is always going to be that. And the reality is we're creating as much as we can, because at the end of the day, these players have not proven that they can create any more than they already have. So
yeah,
need
but we've
to
been in
drop our
positions in games where we should play that through ball, and we
And that's
don't
the
do it.
problem.
And we do that every game, though. It's
That's the
always going
problem.
on. We'd rather go sideways and backwards than go, right, Timo Werner's making that run, bang, play to his strengths. You know what I mean? Play him on the last one.
Okay, that's where I disagree with you. I think we are
we
making
don't do
more
that.
forward passes. We
don't think
do.
we do.
We do now.
Today
in
we
my
did it. Jorginho today got the ball, right, was on his own in midfield, running along, right. Instead of knocking the ball over to Havertz, who had made the run behind the defence, he decides to go sideways to Chilwell. Why not
Jorginho
just play
has-
that ball? That's just one example.
Jorginho had a bad
Mount
game
done it
today.
as well.
All of our team, we all had a bad game today, but let's not discredit the last game. Let's not discredit the Liverpool game. Let's not discredit everything
Oh no, the
else.
Liverpool game was immense. No, I like the Liverpool game.
Come
The Liverpool
on.
game was my favourite game.
You guys are saying that you guys are creating so many chances, but you're still not scoring goals. It's more of a matter of being clinical than
There
if
we
you
go.
if you create 15 chances and you don't score any of those, then even if like it doesn't really matter the amount if you can't even finish off one of 15. So to me, I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, well, in a lot of games you only get 1, 2, 3, 4 chances, especially if you guys go further in Champions League, you may only get 2 chances. You never know. So you
And
have to
he's
be
taken.
clinical regardless of if you have one chance or not. And I think that that's more of your guys' issue than anything, is the chances that are being created are either not suitable for the people that are on like out there at the time, or that person is just crap and is not finishing the chances. It's really a combination of the two. But
And that's why,
Werner
Jess,
misses wide open chances, and he's been like that since Leipzig. Like he
Yeah.
really does miss a lot of chances, wide open ones.
yeah, he has done. He does. And that's why, Jess, we will not get as far as people think in the Champions League, because when we come up against a Bayern Munich and we're doing stuff like we're doing at the moment, not putting in the back of the net, they will. Because they've got Lewandowski, they've got whoever else that's in there, you know, Coman or Sane, Gnabry, whatever. Do you know what I mean? These are clinical finishers. They don't need, they make tons of chances anyway, but they don't need many to score. Do you know what I mean? And that's where we might get caught out. That's what I think anyway. That's where I think we might get caught out along down the
What
line.
about your guys' midfield? I'm like interested to hear. I've never been around so many Chelsea fans, so now I'm like, I have all these questions. What is going on with your midfield? Because you guys have Kovacic and Jorginho. Not sure if you guys like them that much. A lot of criticism about Mount. I love Mount. He's my favorite player on your guys' team. You know,
Anita, stop hiding.
You know what? I'm gonna let Anita answer this one. Anita, questions all yours.
What do you guys need? What do you like about it? Like, I want to know.
She's gone.
She's just muted.
You guys don't like midfield at all?
Oh my
you know what? Anita, come on, talk to me. You answer the question.
You know what? I hate talking about our midfield, because this is where the Chelsea fan base becomes so divided. And I've had a good day. Look, I've just drank like 2 gallons of Baileys. Like, do we really have to come?
Just humor me. I'm never gonna get this opportunity again. You guys tell me about your midfield.
I can give a short, sweet answer, but Anita, go on.
I like Jorginho, I like Kovacic, I like Kante, and I like Mason Mount, and I love Billy Gilmore. I like them all. I personally think we need a DM. A DM is very crucial. I need a DM. But I am not mad with Jorginho sitting at the moment. I'm not mad at Kante. I'm not mad at Kovacic either. Mason Mount, player of our season, 100%, and without a doubt. Obviously, people are calling for Thiago Silva too, which is fair, but for me, it's always going to be Mason Mount. I don't have any problems with our midfield whatsoever. They started off terribly, especially Jorginho, but he's turned things around under Tuchel. And I just feel like he's a very technical player. And we didn't get to see that much under Lampard. And we kind of took it for granted, especially under Sarri, because he was just a bit slow on the ball. But he's really eased into the Premier League quite well. And I know Jem doesn't feel as strongly as for Jorginho as I do, but I feel like he's a big asset to the team, especially when we're the ones that's going to have a lot of possession. Kante, I feel like Kante, when it comes to breaking up play, he's the only guy I can rely on. Kovacic, yes, of course, but Kante, for me, the way he recovers the ball is so beautiful. His passing may not be the greatest, but he didn't come into our team to be that creative passer or that ball carrier. You know, he wasn't in our team for that in the first place. The way he breaks up play is very pivotal to Chelsea, because I've been seeing when Jorginho and Kovacic play together, if we're winning around 70 minutes, Tuchel brings in Kante, and that's because Kante is literally the cleanup crew, and he does it so well, and that's what he's world class at doing. Kovacic, I think, copies Kante quite a lot. I think Kovacic needs to find an identity. No disrespect to Kovacic, I just feel like he needs to be himself sometimes. Like, I'm just thinking, no, for real, like you got to think about it. When Kovacic and Kante play together, they are doing the exact same thing. I'm thinking, one of you sit. One of you, please. One of you, just stay back. It annoys me. See, when you deep it, Kovacic, he needs to find out exactly what is his strength and I'm sure Tuchel will find out for him. What is his strength and where can he flourish in the midfield? He's still a great player, and he's a trick of all trades, if I'm being honest, when it comes to midfield, apart from, you know, goal scoring. But yeah, I'm not mad at any of them. And like I said, Mason Mount, player of our season.
Lovely jubbly.
So you need a CDM.
Yeah.
Who would you like?
100%.
Who would you like to come in? Like if you had to choose somebody.
I would have liked Partey.
Well, Thomas Partey is not a CDM, and he's not going to sit for you either.
No,
you know, so he would not be. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, he's box to box.
Maybe
there's a lot of talk about Declan Rice.
Basuma.
I don't
What about
really
Basuma?
Declan Rice. Basuma.
Oh, everyone needs to get off this Basuma train, man. I'm just.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
See, it's so funny because like Arsenal
so
fans, we
good.
love him. You guys don't like Basuma.
Because that's you guys' level, you know, like, you know.
That's not our level. Well, let's just be real. Liverpool has taken players from lower levels and made them into stars, so it's not a big deal. You don't always have to buy foreign, you know, and bring it in.
Really worked with his son Imane, no?
Andy Robertson?
Where did Robertson
He
come
came from Hull.
He came
Hull
from
City.
Yeah, he came from Hull. Yeah, he
He
did.
actually came from Hull. He
Ronaldo? He came from Newcastle. You know what I mean? Like
Henderson.
Don't say that, Anita. That's not nice. You can't say that that's our level. Basuma's good.
Let's keep it real.
Yes, he's a good player.
Let's keep it real.
Come on. Okay.
Guys, I've been hearing
Robertson, fair enough though.
I've been hearing this name being thrown out a lot, right?
Who?
And this was directed, and this could be directed at maybe potentially even Arsenal, because I feel like they probably need another one, Manchester United, and even us as well, for a CDM position. What do you guys think of Kessie from AC Milan?
No.
What?
Kessie is okay. I mean, I think he's getting hyped because he had a
prefer
decent
not
game
to
against
comment.
Manchester United, but no. If you get Kessie, you might as well get Anguissa from
That's
Fulham.
as bad as
Not
that's
gonna
the same
lie,
as Chelsea
Jem
fans saying that they want
literally-
Lukaku all the time. Like, they watch him in one season, they're like, we want him back.
I do think Chelsea fans are so used to
clarify,
getting like
I
the
do
best
not
that
want
they don't want
Jess,
anything
Jess,
other
Jess,
than
they're
that.
called- they're
I do not
reactionary.
want Lukaku.
They're reactionary
I
fans.
do
That's
not
what I call them.
want
What about-
Lukaku. I don't
what
even
about
want to talk
Savic?
about Lukaku.
Who's
What was
Savage?
that from
From Inter? Oh no, he's not from Inter. Like Lazio or
Lazio. I think
There
he
was like
I
big
think-
hype about him, and then it kind of.
Yeah,
And
because he didn't want to leave. I think he's
Anita, if you had to choose between, like, if you had a choice between two CDMs, who would it be?
good. I'm gonna say it with my chest.
Oh gosh.
Declan Rice.
Oh.
No. Right,
I've
stop.
been screaming it from the start of the season.
Anita,
I'm still
Anita.
screaming
No, hold on,
it.
Anita.
Hold on,
Anita.
hold on.
Anita,
I would rather have 60 million pounds is too much for him. I'm sorry. The only
Haven't
thing
you
I'm
had
paying,
enough of this?
I will pay 30 million, maybe 25, maybe 20, but I'm not paying 60 million. I would rather have 60 million pounds worth of McDonald's chicken nuggets than pay 60 million for Declan Rice. McDonald's, no, hold on. McDonald's chicken nuggets, 60 million pounds worth of McDonald's chicken
What do
nuggets.
you like
It's
about him?
It's never going to disappoint me. They're always going to make me happy. They're going to make me not hungry anymore. And when I'm drunk, they're the best thing ever.
Can I come back up?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, you just knocked me out. I got punched in the face. That one. That was horrible.
Declan Rice. I remember somebody was saying like it was like a Manchester United fan, and they were talking about like how in the Premier League we're willing to spend like 60 million on a Declan Rice, but there's players like Verratti playing for PSG, and like he's a baller. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
Injury
there's
prone.
levels to this game.
Yeah,
You know, I think
yeah.
it's like Declan Rice looks good in the Premier League because I hate to say it, but the Premier League is not the best league in the world, and the quality is not as good as people
It's
think.
Yes.
It's not.
I agree with her.
It's
I
not.
agree.
It's
Well,
not. So we think players like
I agree.
Declan Rice are
Who
because
is
they're
what-
passion merchants and they run around hard and they do all the hard
It's the most
tackles,
exciting
but
league in the
he's
world.
not
It's the
that
most
good.
exciting league in the
Not
world.
the
That's
best,
about it.
but it's the
Yeah,
most
exciting.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to come back at me?
Hold on,
If you think something different, let me know.
I don't, Anita, I want to get
agree
your
with you, Jess.
opinion. I want to get your opinion as to why Declan Rice. I need to have some sort of
No, please,
understanding.
no.
No. I need to.
I'm
do you know what?
going.
No.
I'm
I need
going.
to
I
have
hear
some
this.
sort of understanding because
Right.
for me, would rather have chicken nuggets. I'm sure Jem would rather have £60 million worth of chicken nuggets.
Okay.
Like
Don't
we
get me
both
started.
agree there.
Don't get me
I
started.
personally think the price tag is what's putting us off, right? I did mention Savage. Ain't nobody want to talk about Savage, but the price tag is what is putting us off. I'd take Savage. Savage is he's a great player, but the price tag is indeed what's putting us off. But when you look at Declan Rice, he's versatile. Okay, he's versatile. He can drop so deep into that central defensive area, and he can do box to box. He can play CDM. You know, he can be an 8. He can do whatever he wants to do in the midfield. In my opinion, he's got such intelligence on the ball. Jem, please don't. Such intelligence on the ball, and his recovery is quite good. Listen, when we watch flipping the match tomorrow.
I'm gonna be watching him so
Hey,
close now because
Anita,
I can't believe you just said this.
Do you know-
You said
do you know-
no Basuma, but Declan Rice, yes.
Anita, do you know who else? Do you know who else is versatile on the ball? Do you know who else is versatile on the ball and can move as well? And supposedly decent. Eric Dyer. Look how shit he is. He's as bad as him.
No, but the thing about Eric Dyer's been playing centre back. Eric Dyer's best position is as a
The guy's
DM.
versatile
We know
though. He
that.
plays centre back, DM. You know.
Yeah, but his best position is a DM. We know that. Like, I'm
His
all
best
here for the
position
top
is not on a
level.
football pitch. That's what he is.
Right.
He's just not a footballer.
Right. You see how Eric Dyer after that match, I think it was an FA Cup match, and he went to the stands. Yeah, you're next. Don't go to a Tottenham match because he will come and find you. He'll come and find. No, listen, I really respect Declan Rice. I don't know what it is about him, and besides, he's already played in the Premier League. If I'm going to get a DM, right, I would prefer the DM to have already played in the Premier League so they can understand the pace and how they have to recover and how they have to do interceptions, etc., etc. Like, I prefer that anyway. Is Basuma a bad shout? No. Do I think he's overhyped? Yes, he's very overhyped. In my opinion, would he come to Chelsea and do a job? Probably, but I would prefer to have.
He ain't getting in the team. Who's he getting in the team for? No, Rice. If Rice comes today, who's he putting on the bench?
All I'm saying is, if we played with DMs, if we played with traditional DMs, I think Declan Rice would get into the team because
Who for?
If we play traditional DMs, we don't have a traditional DM in our team at the moment.
He'd be good in a midfield 3 if that's how you guys want to play.
I think what Jem means is we probably have to sell a midfielder or get rid of the midfielder out on loan. So who drops out of that midfield position to allow space?
No one has to drop out. Why can't we just have them all? No one has to drop out.
What is Kante?
You guys are so greedy. You guys are so greedy. Let's have them all.
Why sell one of them when you can potentially have Kante, Kovacic, and Jorginho? And Declan
Anita,
Rice.
what is Kante's best position to you?
Just looking at us like we're trust fund babies right now.
No, I've told Charlotte. I think you guys are so greedy and impatient, but I love it. I love hearing
we're Roman's babies. That's
exactly.
But when it comes to Kante's best position, we all know that Kante sits deep very well, in my opinion anyway, because everyone comes with this whole, he was never a DM, he played box to box, he played alongside Danny Drinkwater. Doesn't mean he didn't sit. He sat very well.
He would. I agree with you.
Anita, whose voice is that? Whose voice was that you were just doing right now?
It's just me when I try to mock people, because people just come with such stupidity sometimes. And I remember, like, in 2017 it was, all of a sudden Kante's the best DM in the world, blah blah blah, oh my god, blah, yeah. Sarri comes in. Kante was never a DM anyway. He was
I agree with that. This is what I'm saying. Reactionary fans. I'm telling you, that's what they do. That's what I'm saying. I agree. So why do we need a DM when we got a DM? That's what I'm trying to get at. Just play in his winning position.
The thing is, we both know Kante cannot play a full 90 for the entire season. We both know he can't. It doesn't mean he's any less of a world-class player, no, but it just means that he's aging, he's picking up a lot of injuries, and he's becoming an injury-prone player, and that's okay for a DM, because when DMs do get to their prime ages, they do start to drop back, unless you are Busquets. Busquets doesn't even have to do interceptions or tackles, and that's why Barcelona is where they are right now. When we're keeping it G, you know, like we can't have a Jorginho there forever because we're gonna end up like Barcelona and Busquets at the moment.
We can't win anything with Jorginho there. I'm sorry, we're not
I
going
think-
throughout a
I
full
think he
season with
has.
Jorginho and Kovacic. I know, I agree with you. but
Jorginho
I'm
is
saying we
like
can't-
literally your best midfielder, really. In
Literally.
terms
you
of
can't
in
win
terms
Premier
of
Leagues with
class
him.
level,
You
I
can't win
think we
Premier League
can.
with him. I don't think you
He's-
can play
I
him
think
through
we can.
for a full
At the
season
moment, yeah,
and win
but
a league with him. That's my
But
biggest
then it's
question.
like, then
future
it's,
titles, no.
No,
but then it's like, why do we need to sell them? Why can't we have them all and rotate?
because
We don't
players want to
have
play in
help.
it. That's
If we
why.
can get a great price
But
for
remember,
Jorginho, then goodbye.
remember when Chelsea had the midfield of who was in our midfield? I think it was Lampard, Morelos, Ramirez, Maluda, all of them not in midfield. All very good players. They
Paulo
were
Ferreira.
Listen, they were rotated excellently, and that's what Tuchel's been doing.
You
with
forget we got
Chelsea
Ross
so
Barkley
far.
and Ruben Loftus-Cheek to come back as well. That's another two
Who?
people, yeah. Ross
Yeah,
Barkley and Ruben Loftus-Cheek
Look,
are still
we get some
Chelsea
coin from
players.
We can get
This-
some coin from them. Period. We can get some coin from them, and then we can fund Declan Rice. That ain't no problem, Paul. We can
I
have
don't
them
want
all.
Declan Rice. Declan Rice. The only rice I like is with my chicken. That's the only
This is
rice I like.
wonderful.
No,
You
it's
know
egg
what,
fried
That's the only
rice.
rice
Egg
I
fried
like.
rice,
Keep them on
peelu
loan.
rice.
Egg fried rice.
How about
That's
this?
it.
Peely
Let's
Rice.
keep them on loan, yeah. Let's keep them on loan. Buy Declan Rice, and if it's not working, we swap the regime. Declan
It will
Rice
just be another
on
Ross
loan, we
Barkley,
get
I'm telling you.
Loftus-Cheek back
It'll be
and-
another waste
and
of money.
Barkley.
Look at what you know what we've done with
That's loyal
Chilwell.
for choice.
Anita,
But
you
it's
know
not
what we
our money.
you know what we've done with Chilwell? We'll go and do the same with Declan Rice. He will come in, he will have like another one or two good games, and then he'll be benched, and it'll be a waste of money again. I'm telling you, this guy is not. It's not
I
worth
don't
the
see
risk.
Tuchel going after Declan Rice. at
No, he's
all.
a
won't.
Lampard
You know
player.
what?
He
Lampard
won't.
was the one for Declan Rice, and I don't think Tuchel is that kind of. I think he'll look more towards the
Tuchel likes a
German, the
Verratti,
Spanish.
Marquinhos type of DM.
Yeah.
type
I like
of-
that.
You guys
I
are getting
like-
exotic
I like that.
imports from here
Yeah.
on out.
Declan Rice ain't gonna do that for us.
Yeah.
Declan Rice. If we imagine us getting Verratti, if we get Verratti,
He's injury prone though. That's the problem.
I don't give a heck. I don't
Him on
care.
one leg is better than most
Yeah.
of the midfielders in the Premier
You
League.
can
Even
juggle
Marquinhos,
Kante and him together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you got one whole player between him and
I
Kante.
would
Just
love-
juggle.
I'd
I
love
don't care.
because I feel
You
like
know
that's
who I'll take?
issues that we have with our strikers as well. If we can literally merge all of our strikers, we'd have the perfect striker.
Yeah.
Ariel Peasants and Giroud, Payson, Timo
Well, it's pretty
Werner.
much Haaland, isn't it? If you merge your strikers together, it's probably something
Same with
similar
Arsenal
to
as well,
Haaland.
wouldn't it? You'd
Yeah,
have one.
same
You'd have a striker that would twerk. You know, twerk is it. So you'd have a twerker, and then you'd have someone that's got pace, and then you would have.
Okay, Lacazette and
vibes.
Aubameyang are just vibes for the most part. We all know this. They're not a lot of scoring, but a lot of vibes this season. So it is what it is. I'm just here for Bukayo Saka. That's
He
that's
is
pretty
bad.
much. What
Do you
I'm
do
here
you
for.
rate? Could you rate Pepe? Do you rate him?
Ooh,
I think I do in terms of the talent that's there, but he's immature in his development. He's 25 years old, but he plays more like a 19-year-old with a lot of talent, a lot of potential. So that's hard to contend with. I think the price tag is what's really hurting him, similar to what Charlotte said about Ziyech. You know, you feel like you've been rinsed because you're not sure what you got. But based on what I've seen lately, I think that he can play a role at Arsenal in some way, but he's going to be a late bloomer. You know, that happens sometimes. You know, we're not going to sell him. I don't think so. But I think he's been better this season. I know he was the joke last season, you know,
he
but
costs as much as Havertz. You are not selling him. No way.
no, we're not going to sell him. You know,
He's another
but-
Kepa.
I just want to let you guys know that Burnley beat Everton this evening.
Yay!
Good, good. I'm
Gained a point
glad.
on Everton.
And
Burnley.
it
Gained
is
a
like,
point.
yeah,
I'm
this is
happy.
what happens. This is what happens. This is what happens.
Still
I'm
not
so
happy
happy
though,
now.
I'm still
I
not
need.
happy.
I
Everton
think a shot
hype
of
was
Baileys.
way
I think
too
a shot
high.
of Baileys is needed. A shot of Baileys is needed.
I ain't even had a
for
drink yet. I need to have a drink. That's a good point.
Damn, why are you not drinking?
So,
I should be, innit? Should be
Like
drinking.
at this point, you should be drunk. At this point, you should be semi-tipsy.
Probably good that I ain't drunk listening to this conversation. Believe me now.
I hate you, Jeb. I hate you.
I can't.
Anita,
take
that
it.
night out is calling. Don't worry. That night
So
out.
June 21st, when we're free.
I
When
literally,
we're
I
free.
just, you know what? I literally just want to see Anita drunk. That's literally my goal in
Oh, y'all
life.
don't- I get lit. What do you mean? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm game for this.
I love it.
I'm down. I'm gonna be at one something.
Anita's Bust It Challenge coming soon, guys. Coming soon. Hey!
Yeah.
well, funny as well.
Guys, I have a reputation to protect.
Mm.
On
No
a-
busted challenges.
On a night out.
No night out, yeah, no cameras though.
Yeah, no cameras.
That's me.
Just
No
like,
cameras.
Private-
Jem is literally going to be like,
I'm that kind of guy, you know, when you get,
No,
you know, when you
Jem's like
get, you
the
know, when you
David
get fucked up on
Attenborough.
Hangover. Yeah, when you get fucked up on Hangover, you know, like when you watch the film Hangover and you get fucked up
Yeah.
and you're sitting,
Yeah.
you're in bed and you're like all like past and you can't remember the next day, and then you look at your phone, WhatsApp, Jem. There's like all these videos and everything just on Twitter.
Yeah.
Jem is that person. You know what? I can just see Jem like being like the David Attenborough of like the drunk night out, where he's like, and do you remember when Anita did the Boss It Challenge at about 11:03 p.m. and at 2 a.m. Anita entered the kebab shop for chicken wings.
I am
If you
so
look
bad.
closely at the bar, you can see some rowdy young adults about to engage in their fourth shot of the night. That's right. Yeah.
And in one corner of the club, you've got Prime and Ram talking about football. Probably. Isn't it?
Right.
Just to
That's when you
clarify,
guys
I
are
just want to
free?
tell you guys something. Prime
Yeah.
has literally
Yeah.
told
Give me a
me that he is actually going to get drunk with me. Like
Really?
he's never been drunk, and I'm like, please let me have this. Let me have this moment. He's
It's
like,
pending
"Yes."
there. It is pending indeed.
I was like, that's probably going to be your worst mistake, because I just like shot vodka and sambuca like it's water.
Like, damn, we just need to wait for the borders to open so like we can go live it up in Cali with Jess, or Jess can come live it up in.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
Is that where you are, Jess? Where
I'm
are
in
you?
LA, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Baby.
What's the
Yeah.
weather like now? Like, is it banging up?
I mean,
That
it's been crappy the last couple days, but that's usually what happens right before we start to get to the real spring weather. I'm in LA. It's usually nice all the time. We have like that weird Christmas weather where it'll be like 80 degrees randomly on Christmas Day. So, you know, I think we'll be
What's
free
80
soon
degrees
too.
in, like, what's 80 degrees in like our normal weather?
Like 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is something like, I think it's something like 20, like late teens or something like that. Like late
I'm
teens.
googling this shit.
Which is still pretty warm, to be honest. So
I've never been to like the UK and it been warm.
Oh
To
my
be
god,
honest.
it
Yeah.
normally never is, Jess. That's why.
it's like 80 Fahrenheit is nearly 30 degrees.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's probably in the teens or 20s. Yeah,
It's
crazy.
warm weather. It's warm weather. That's like, it's like, I think it's like 27. It's 27 degrees.
Jess, that's summer here. That's summer.
I'm like, when does it feel the same as it does here there? Because that's when I want to go. But usually when I go, there's
Maybe-
football matches on, so it's cold. Like, you
If
know.
you're lucky, then June because of global warming. But
And
before
also,
that,
at the minute, we've had some really good spells between the March, April time as well, where we get like a good couple of weeks of like 35, between 33 and 35 degree weather, where we all enjoy at Easter sitting in the garden with a beer thinking, wow, this is the life we're living at 35 degrees. In lockdown, obviously.
If you guys ever come out here, just let me know and I'll help you guys out. I'm supposed to be getting Kendall a man out here. You know, I'm supposed to be, you know, wedding her off at some point, you know, so I have some guys in mind that would love Kendall.
then I'll just like tag along behind Kendall as well, because I remember
we can tag along.
actually telling me like an incident where she literally like she went on holiday and she just ended up staying there for like pretty much like a few months, like almost a year, and I was just like, yeah, go on, why the hell not?
That can happen.
Funny. And like with America, like when I visited, I've been to Houston, Texas, I've been to New York twice, but I haven't been to the West Coast, and I really want to go. And one of the first places I want to go to is LA as well, in California. So
Yeah.
definitely, like when I get out there, Jess, I'm gonna hit you up.
Yeah, you guys just hit me up because
Literally, we will.
if people don't come out here, I don't do anything. You know, I'm pretty much like a homebody. I act like a grandma, so I need incentives
I have been
to go out and
Vegas.
do things.
I have been Vegas, Jess. I know it's not miles away from you, is it?
It's like a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, I
We
was
go
there.
like that's pretty much where we go, like for like a weekend or something like that, or Palm
Yeah.
Springs.
I've been to Vegas before. Vegas was.
Did you like it? Did you guys like it? Was
Oh,
it
I
too
it
much?
was a
loved
mess.
it.
I was in
I
bed
mean-
for a week after that.
I say I like
I
it.
was dead.
The pictures show I like it. Whether I remember half of it,
Ah,
or-
insane. It's
I
a
literally
different
don't-
land, isn't it?
I agree, Jem. I was in bed the
mad.
week after, literally dying. I literally was like, I was like, I couldn't even move. I was
Well,
like,
they pump this air around the hotels and it keeps you awake. So like when you're, I remember like going through the hotel. You know, you got the casinos in the hotels. I went past this guy who was playing poker. Went to bed. 8 hours later, I come down the stairs. The same guy, the same outfit, everything still playing. Like 8 hours later, like
There's like
this- I
no
don't know
windows
what
in
they're
there, so
pumping
you
in the
don't know what
hotels.
time it is. You know,
Nah, it's weird.
and I think that they like a lot of red because red
literally
gives you like
crazy.
keeps you like excited and stuff. Like there's a lot of psychological
Same
things that
kinda,
they do.
yeah.
Keep you guys in there for a long time. It's really crazy, but I do love Vegas. I haven't been in a while, but yeah.
I want to when I next go. When I next
I need you
go.
guys to help me break my
Yeah.
Vegas virginity. 'cause
When I next go, I want to go on the the wires that go like you lay like Superman and you go underneath. I want to go on them.
Okay, you're
I
crazy. I don't want to do that.
I literally you like get to see like Vegas from like a zip wire like.
I don't want to do
Superman.
that. I'm scared. Of
I don't want to
heights.
do that
You might see me out
either.
there.
I don't do that.
what, the zip wire, nah.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't want to be. Put it this way: you wouldn't want to be below me. That's all I'm gonna say. Like if I was up there, man, I get it.
You guys would probably like New Orleans too. If you guys like Vegas, you'll like
That's
New
on my
Orleans as
list.
well.
That's on my list.
Bruh.
See, when I think of New Orleans, I think of the originals.
Bruh.
That's the only reason I want to go there.
History of New
originals.
Orleans. Oh my god, it fascinates me. The history of New Orleans.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so-
It's so nice. Good food. Lots to do. People just walking around
What's
with
the
huge drinks.
what's the special New Orleans like dessert, like a beignon or something
The
like that?
beignets. Yeah, the beignets.
Yeah,
are
that's
really
it. I
good.
was close enough. Like they look banging, to be honest. They're like a
like a little
speciality.
donut with like powdered sugar on it. It's really good.
Sounds banging, to be honest.
You guys, I have to be honest with you guys. I'm not sure. Is there something that I'm missing about food in the UK or
No.
You know,
whenever I go there, I'm like, what is this?
I
Fish
think
and
the
chips?
only-
Have
the
you
only
had fish
thing-
and chips before?
That's all I'll eat while I'm there.
Cod and chips.
just to
Cod and chips.
clarify, the only thing that you're not missing, the only,
and mash.
yeah,
That's it, Jess. That's the
The
I
best.
need to know what it actually
only
is.
thing that
Shit.
America is missing, the only thing that America is missing is Nando's. Now,
Oh,
no one
yeah,
can take
Nando's.
away from
Is
Nando's.
that like it's a chicken spot, isn't it?
It's that
Yeah,
peri
it's
chicken.
literally
Guys,
peri-
crazy. Nando's isn't even British. It's a Portuguese.
No,
owned
Portuguese.
I know.
I just know it's like a chicken spot.
It's literally amazing. We love it. That's like the only thing we can be proud of is Nan. Do you know what? I'm
We can't
literally-
even be proud of it. The Portuguese
Yeah, I
can.
know.
Portuguese.
You know what? There's so many things I want to go to America to try. I want to go to America for Cinnabon. I want to go to America for these things called Sprinkles cupcakes. I want to try them because they look banging.
They are good.
When In-N-Out, I love In-N-Out. I just want to live on In-N-Out.
have
Like
a lot of
for me,
good
I want a cronuts.
Cronuts.
Donut.
We
I've had
make
them.
everything sound so fancy, but it's so basic. But
Cronuts
Yeah,
are
it's
so
all
we'll
good.
fried.
charge you
It's all
a lot
fried.
for it.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. But you guys need to come for like authentic Mexican food as well.
Happy
Yeah,
to
Mexican food. Mm.
Authentic
Yeah.
Mexican food. Like that's pretty much
You
what I
remember that
live
film?
off
Do you remember that film Harold and Kumar where they go to that burger place? Have you actually got what's that burger place called?
of.
with Harold and Kumar? You know what I'm talking about?
it's
yeah.
called,
Saint Castle. Saint Castle,
yeah.
isn't it?
Castle, White Castle.
White Castle.
White
Have you got- have you got
Castle
some out there?
is
Oh
only
yeah.
in the Midwest. So you have to go to like Chicago, Minnesota,
Oh,
somewhere
is it?
like that to get it. Detroit, but it is very good, but it has nothing on In-N-Out. Like In-N-Out shits on White Castle.
Yeah, In-N-Out.
Like, by far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In-N-Out is
Sorry.
literally incredible. I went there. and I
Literally,
had
you're
it.
in and out. Yeah,
So
that sounds cool. I like that name. In and out.
There's like, so yeah, I was looking at this like little, you guys probably can't see it, but it's literally like this thing where it's talking about the food that you guys have, and I have no idea what half this stuff is. Yorkshire
Yeah.
pudding, Sunday roast,
Oh my god,
Crumpets.
Yorkshire puddings and Sunday roast.
bangers and
Sunday roast is
mash,
the best thing.
toad in the
Sunday roast.
hole,
Oh, toad
Toad
in the
in the
hole's
hole.
banging.
Cauliflower
Sunday roast is the
cheese.
best.
Jess. My mum's making homemade toad in the hole tomorrow. I'll send you a photo of what toad in the hole is.
I need to see this because all I'm
I will
thinking about
send you a
is the
photo.
frog.
It's just
Yeah.
a
On my
sausage.
No. I will
It's just a
send you a
sausage in
photo.
a-
It's
in
like
Yorkshire.
sausage in Yorkshire pudding. It's banging. I'll send you a
But-
photo tomorrow so you
Jess,
actually
I'll tell you-
understand what it is.
Jess, I'll tell
Steak
you what
and
is
kidney
nice.
pie. Okay.
No. Yeah, I'll tell you what is nice.
No.
Roast. You have
Okay,
to
so
you have to
yeah.
go to someone's for a good roast. Like if it's got to be chicken or beef or lamb, yeah, and it's just literally
Or
veg,
pork.
potatoes,
Pork with crackling.
Yorkshire puddings, and you get gravy all over
Gravy.
it. Oh, yeah, it's just
Gravy.
Jellied eel. What is that, you guys? Jellied eel. What is
Makes
that?
me feel sick.
No, we don't
no.
deal with
Laver
that.
bread.
That's
Laver
proper
bread?
English. That's English.
No,
though.
no.
Yeah.
No.
I'm like, I'll send this. I'm gonna send this to Charlotte in our DMs because you guys have to identify these things for me. I
But
don't
you
know.
coming
What,
over it?
Cheese,
When are you coming
cauliflower
over?
cheese is similar to like mac and cheese, but instead
But
of
it's
pasta
cauliflower.
flour, yeah.
It's
Oh,
like a
okay.
healthier, like veggie
Yeah,
Jess,
version.
it's
Jess,
a
put
version
it-
of like mac and cheese, basically.
Put
But
it this
instead
way.
of pasta, we use cauliflower. It's weird.
If you're coming over here, just let us know. Don't just go into any place.
Yeah,
So
literally,
if you
please
need to try
don't.
these things,
I'm so nervous.
you can't just walk into somewhere. You've got to know where you're
No,
going.
you've got
Like-
because
like,
there are
yeah.
certain
Don't
places
listen
that
to
like
John in
there's
the
certain
comments.
places that look nice on the outside.
And then
but
margin
on
margin
the
rating is
inside,
one.
Yorkshire puddings are clear. Hold on.
Don't eat jellied eels.
I highly no, do
not-
not.
the
not-
name alone has
And also,
canceled it out
just
for
to
me. Just the
clarify,
name
Jess,
alone, I can't.
Don't eat it.
Spotted
Don't
dick.
Black pudding.
I'm
Do
so
not
Spotted dick.
kid.
do not
Spotted
touch
dick.
black pudding.
I don't want any of that. But yeah, I'll try certain things like if people,
Sunday roast is literally
Sunday
a
roast is
classic.
the one.
Literally,
You guys will
Or-
kill me though. Honestly, I'm a typical Californian. I don't eat chicken, pork, or beef.
Okay,
Sorry.
do
You're
you eat
vegetarian.
lamb? Do you eat
I'm a
lamb?
pescatarian.
Do you
Oh,
eat
you're
lamb?
pescatarian. Yeah.
So pescatarian, she eats fish.
Oh,
Fish.
so but
I
we
feel like
can,
half of these things will just be cut out.
but you
because of
can
that.
you can literally just you can have the yeah.
Oh.
They do like vegan sausages that you can put with it, like so it's cool. And then
You've just literally ruined the roast.
I know.
I
I know.
was
I'm very
trying to be
typical.
nice, Jem. Oh.
But yeah, when you guys come, just let me know. And when I go out there, I'll let you guys know.
Vegetarian or vegan roast, to be honest. And I know this because like one of my housemates is like vegetarian, and he made an amazing like vegetarian version of like a Christmas like roast dinner, as well as like a
Don't
normal
you
like
have a
meat,
nut roast?
another like a vegetarian side roast in it, and it was so banging. So you would like it still.
I would definitely try
Yeah,
that.
because they
But
do
jellied
like a
eels
nut
are out
roast.
of the question. Out.
Oh,
Yeah, jelly eels are not. Nah.
They're so slimy. They're slimy. They're cold. And like it's literally like what it says, jelly, but then with fish, cold fish in the middle of it. Imagine just eating like it's horrible. It's all like white around it, all jelly. It's like I can't explain it. It's so squishy.
Jem, I'm gonna bring this comment up, and you can deal with this comment.
Listen, Jem, you can't have a roast salmon or a nut.
You can have roast.
You can
salmon
have a
or
roast salmon.
roast with a roast.
I don't. I'm the opposite to Jess. I don't eat fish, so me and Jess would.
Yeah, I'm not a fish person either. The only
It's
fish
because
I
you
April.
guys. It's because
That's
you
about
guys
it.
don't. You have to be in California and eat like fresh, like.
no, the only
Straight
fish
caught.
I
I
don't like
eat
fish.
are scampi and fish fingers because a fish finger
And cod.
sandwich is
Yeah,
the best
cod
thing
and cod.
ever. Yeah,
Cod and prawns.
This is
all I
crazy.
can
Do you eat shellfish?
No,
no,
So you don't eat
Nothing.
lobster, not
No.
shrimp.
I
Not...
tried lobster.
we don't have places like loads of places that do that like here.
We just eat
No.
meat. We eat the cows and the lambs.
Please come to
That's all-
California. I will help you. I will help
You ain't getting me, Jess. You're not getting me eating fish. I just can't. I can't.
you know what?
I
I
can't
would
even
Shellfish,
swallow
at
it.
least.
You know,
Shellfish,
I would
at least.
I wouldn't be against trying lobster. I wouldn't be against trying lobster.
I've tried
Lobster
lobster. It's all right. It's all right. It's like a
And
big prawn.
shrimp and crab are the
Oh, I
best
like
things
shrimp.
on this planet. Like
I like crab
you guys need to
sticks.
have like crab legs, like actually
Crab
like when you
sticks.
bust them open, you take the crab meat out and you like dip it in butter. Oh,
See, I can't do that. I
Yes.
can't be doing that. I don't want to
Nuggets.
be like,
Nuggets.
what's all that about? Like,
Like-
just give me the thing.
I'm so sad.
Do you eat
Jen has
live
such
fish?
a way
Do
about
you eat
it.
live fish? Like, would you eat a live fish on your plate? Like, would you start eating it?
No.
You would, wouldn't you? You eat raw fish, didn't you? Don't lie. I can see it.
Oh, but yeah, like
Oh,
sushi.
God.
Come on. Yeah, come on.
Sushi.
Come on.
It's disgusting.
Come on.
Sushi's disgusting.
I don't
No
like
way.
sushi. That is
No
that is
way.
What
that
is
is
this
I
world?
think me and
No
Jem
way.
will agree on this. I like
No way.
I like Chinese food. I like Indian food. I like Mexican food. I like basically. I love paella as well. Paella's banging.
That's got fish in it though. Sometimes.
Yeah, I eat it with like shrimp or prawns. That's cool. Like they're allowed.
Delicious.
But I mean,
Ah.
I can't do sushi. It
Salmon makes
freaks
me feel
out.
sick. Sea bass makes
Oh,
me feel
I eat
sick.
salmon all the time and sea bass.
Tuna looks like cat food.
I
I don't know
love
you even
tuna
put it in your
too.
mouth. That is
Filet.
disgusting. That is actually
Tuna is the
disgusting.
worst.
Like everything I eat, you don't like. Like it's insane. Like every
No,
single
No,
thing.
I don't mind. It's the salmon and the tuna that really get me. That I really I can't do salmon. I'm also really worried that if I eat fish,
foods and most
if I eat fish, I'm really worried I'm gonna like choke on a bone. Like, and then I'm gonna die, and then all that's gonna see on my grave was she died from this fish that she decided to try.
I wouldn't let
Okay.
you eat any fish with bones in it.
Do you eat squid and shark? Because Voshan says I eat squid and shark.
Of course he would.
I've had
It's a
octopus
carnivore.
before. So good. And like calamari obviously is like
Good.
fried octopus, you know. So
Oh yeah.
yum 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 yum. Alligator
you-
bites. Mm.
You can eat all the fish in the sea, right? I'll deal with
You eat
I'll
you
deal
eat
with the cows
alligators.
and the lambs. That are
Yeah,
on the beach and that.
we
Yeah,
like-
you
we
know.
like
Alligator
that.
bites are bomb. You guys, come on.
Steak.
gotta at
I love a
least try.
steak. Give me a steak and I'm happy. Do you know what I mean?
I
Give
haven't
me a
had steak
on
in
a plate
so
with some
long.
chips.
Like, but steak
love a
is
steak.
good. I only stopped eating like meat because I watched one of those documentaries and it scared me so much. But I do think it tastes good. I don't have a problem with the way it tastes. It's just, you know, like they showed, like I think it's called like Forks Over Knives. They showed like they injected the chicken so much that they were so heavy. They were too fat for their own legs. So they would just walk and their legs would just break from underneath them. And then they couldn't walk anymore. And I was like, I could never eat chicken after that. Like I just couldn't.
I have a question.
I'm really-
Does anyone know what saltfish fritters are?
Yeah,
Saltfish-
I'm not
Those are good.
fan,
Those are
but
good.
fritters, they smell really, really good.
What are they like? What are they like? I don't know what they are, so I need to know
Kind of
them.
like it's like saltfish and like some kind of like breaded and
Yeah.
kind of and fried, deep
Yeah.
fried.
Do they take the bones out of them?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Where have
okay.
you gone where you almost choked on a bone? I feel like this is an experience that you've had or something.
It is. It's a bad experience.
Oh, sure.
no.
Bless you, babe.
Shark is delicious. Shark curry is peng. You know what?
Ugh.
I've seen
Ugh.
enough.
Ugh.
Where did
That
Anita go? She's gone?
I haven't heard, but interesting.
Caribbean fish cakes, basically, Shah. That's
That's
also.
what those fritters.
I like fish cakes. I like fish cakes.
Ugh. Ugh.
You just don't like
Just took me
anything
off.
from the sea. That's pretty much like
No,
your
I like
thing.
prawns. I like prawns, and I like what else do I like? Prawns and cod.
Cod.
That's it. That's as far as I can go. Like, you won't see me eat anything cold, sushi. You won't see me eat any eye looking at me on the side with salad,
No, I agree.
fish. Do you know what I mean? Staring at me while I'm eating
Just to
it.
clarify, if I do try lobster, they need to like cut the head off, so I don't see no. I don't need
The
to see no
lobster-
eyes.
No,
I
you
don't
have the
know.
lobster tail. Just have the lobster tail. They'll just have it.
Yeah,
just
that's
with
cool. I can do the tail,
Did-
but I'm not.
Restaurants, you actually could get to like pick the lobster that they're gonna.
I didn't know what to do. Do you
Just
know
to
what? Yeah.
clarify,
I'll-
I love
do they
that.
take the bones out? Do they take the bones out
No,
or
I'll
not?
tell you. Hey,
Shellfish
Charlotte, I'll
don't
tell you-
have
I'll tell
bones.
you. I'll tell you a funny story. Right?
What?
When I was in Dubai, right? We was looking because everyone kept saying to me, Jim, you've got to have lobster. You like prawns? Have a lobster. And I was like, oh no. So they sent me to this place in Dubai, yeah, on the marina. So we've gone down there, and I've gone in there. And I've sat down. And there's like all these menus on the table, and I picked it up, and it's like it has a breakdown. So you can have like a quarter of a lobster, half a lobster, and then you get your sides like chips. You can choose chips, whatever. Yeah. So anyway, I'm sitting there. I was like, yeah, I'll just have quarter of a lobster because I didn't know how it was going to come, whatever. All of a sudden, he starts bringing over these bin bags these like little, you know, them little baby bibs that they put right around.
Oh,
you and stuff like
that's
that.
one of my type of spots right there. I love it.
Like baby bibs, everything. Because
I
I've never
love
been
it.
to one, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, what is this? What the fuck's going on? Yeah. All of a sudden, he brings me a bucket, just a massive bucket, like cold bucket, and plonks it on my table. Yeah, and I'm like, what is going on here? So so I'm sitting with myself. It comes, they put it on the table, and I'm looking at the guy, like the waiter, and he's staring at me like as if I'm a weirdo. I'm like, what do I do? I've got prawn, I've got the lobster there, got a bucket there, I've got a bib there, I've got. I didn't know what he goes, right. So he goes, put this around you. So he puts this bib around me, ties it around my neck. I've got this like little, you catch your food in it bib, you know, like baby bibs.
Yeah,
I've got
exactly, because it's about to get messy. Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there, and then he goes, pick up the lobster, and I'm picking it up. Yeah, and he gives me like this little mini hammer thing. I don't know what the fuck
Yes,
it is. Yeah?
exactly.
And he's like, hit it, and I'm like, I want to eat it. I don't want to hit it. I haven't paid to hit the thing. I want to put it in my mouth. He's like, yeah, but you've got to get it stuck in. So I'm like going, boom, 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 just trying to get to this.
Anita,
thing,
you missed it. Do you eat seafood or shellfish or anything like that?
Calamari is my bag.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
calamari. That's it.
Calamari.
Yeah, calamari.
You see,
Yeah, so
guys,
you like squid then. That's basically
love
what that
squid.
is.
Listen, go
Yeah,
to
calamari,
Basaba and get their calamari. Oh my god, their calamari is seasoned different.
So good.
Calamari's nice,
So
you know. I like
I
calamari. That's
recently
And the Thai restaurant, Basaba. Oof,
Basaba.
right.
It's gorgeous. Try the calamari there. It's beautiful. I tried lobster tail very recently because I don't like the way lobster looks. So it's just like
So good, you guys.
But it was nice. And the sauce,
Good, isn't it?
It was nice. But it's just like breaking the shells and shit like that.
Yeah. It's
You
headache.
guys, I have to take you to like a traditional like crab boil where you steam it, you break those open, that crab meat, so good. Dip it
Do
in
they
the
do
butter
steak in
sauce.
it?
Oh, I did crab actually.
They
Crab
do
is quite
steak in
nice.
it.
So good.
Steak.
No.
You're crazy.
They do prawns. If they do prawns, we'll be all right. I can have prawns. I can eat something like that.
Prawns are just big shrimp, you know.
Yeah. That's
So
all right.
good.
Or calamari.
Giant shrimp, basically. We call them king prawns, don't we?
King prawns. Yeah, they're nice. Even they're annoying because you've got to pick them apart and just want to eat the thing.
Jem,
man.
basically, fun fact: Jem doesn't like fish.
And he doesn't want to have to fight for his food either, because I know a lot of people don't like to deal with shellfish because they tend to just bring it to you the way it is.
I hate
and
the
make
smell. The smell in your hands after as well is butters.
Oh no, not really. That's why you got to drown it in the sauce. That's
It's
why
called
you gotta
that.
put it in the sauce.
Anita, do you eat sushi?
I don't mind sushi. When I went to Amsterdam, it was all I was eating. I don't know why. I don't mind sushi. I love a salmon. Oh, I love a salmon. And what's it called? There's a salmon sushi platter, and it's just so bloody nice. Raw salmon is my bag. I love it.
Anita knows what's up. She knows what's up.
Salmon? I can eat salmon. Like if I'm gonna go vegetarian, I'll eat salmon.
Do you eat tuna?
Tuna, I love tuna.
Oh my god, I'm done.
No,
You never like a tuna sandwich.
Tuna is so good. Like
I'm done.
Y'all don't eat tuna?
And you know what? I don't like.
Just give me
no.
chicken. I eat chicken every day.
Like, you know what you could have in a sandwich apart from tuna? You could have peri peri chicken. You could have coronation chicken. You can have any chicken you want. You can have
chicken is
fish.
Oh
no.
Exactly.
My
This is
thing
my
with
point.
supermarket chicken is that it's not seasoned. If it's not seasoned, I'm not eating it. Thank you very much. Not doing it. Sorry. Not doing it. No.
Do you know
If
what
I'm
I
having
really
a chicken
like?
salad, I'm seasoning it. Sorry.
Anita, this is gonna make you proud. This will make you proud. Seasoned chicken in a cheese toasty with hot sauce on the side.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, now we can have a conversation.
Now.
You guys are getting me hungry, man. This is not okay.
Literally. I tell you now, literally, like a hot sauce with seasoned chicken is the best combination ever. I don't care what it is.
A jerk
That's
chicken
got me
bagel.
scrolling through Uber Eats. Like,
Oh no! Do you know what you need to do? Jerk chicken in a salad with hot sauce.
I've
on
never
top.
ate jerk chicken.
Oh, I eat that every day. That is-
Literally, it's beautiful.
I don't think I've ever ate jerk chicken ever.
What?
Really?
I've had all different. I've had all
Well,
different types of chicken.
I got you.
Like all different
Has
types of
anyone
chicken. I love
seen-
chicken, but not jerk chicken.
Has anyone seen
I got you.
the picture on Twitter going round of the jerk chicken in a box that was just plain chicken with a bit of tomato and lettuce, and someone said that was jerk chicken, and that's what schools were serving, saying it was jerk chicken. I was like, someone needs to
You
tell
should-
these
guys,
people that that's
in
wrong.
my secondary school, they tried to do cultural day. They tried to make us jollof rice. My God, I could not believe my eyes. It was white rice with just peppers. I was like, first of all, our rice is orange. Thank you. You could have at least tried.
The color already.
The rice was white. It was white. And it was proper like a special menu. They're proper like advertising it in like our classes and stuff. Don't forget your jollof rice at lunch today. They'll only be £2.50. I saved up that £2.50 for white rice. White rice.
That's mad. That's
That's
mad.
Not even right.
That's so wrong on so many levels.
So many
It
levels.
really is.
You can tell
I
I'm proper
could have gone in
Turkish.
there and whipped up for them. Like I was so disappointed.
Please tell me that young Anita went in there and told them exactly what she thought of their jollof
Yeah.
rice.
Young Anita gave them the money and told them to hire new people. That's what young Anita did. That's what I did. I gave them the money. They didn't eat the food. I said, please hire new people.
And it
Because
sounds
this
like
one-
me when I go into Turkish kebab shops. Like my mate will go, "Oh, go to this Turkish restaurant, Jem. It's so nice." And he's no offense, but he's English, yeah. So I'm thinking to myself, I know what's actually decent because I'm Turkish. So I've gone there with him. I've gone there and I've sat there with him, and it's the most plain grilled meat I've ever had in my life, with the most plain rice and plain everything. Even the dips were horrible. And I was like,
Exactly.
"Mate, this is shocking." Like, you know what I mean?
Like, one thing I will never understand is going to like an African restaurant and seeing white people cooking the food. I'm just like, you guys would not entirely
Not being
understand.
racist.
No, I'm not. Because it's one of them ones where you're paying for it, right? You're paying for it, and you've got your expectations up there, yeah. And the expectation is not meeting the standard that you're expecting. And you go into the kitchen and then you see that it's all white people there. You need to have some representation in there so that you know what you're doing.
No,
That's
I mean,
intense.
no, you're so right, yeah, because there's this place here called Masala Kitchen in Angel Island. Yeah, are the white people not doing the cooking? Is that why the Indian food does not taste like Indian food? And I'm sitting there with
Exactly.
white, and
You've
you're
got
right.
to have your culture in there. If you're going to
Let-
be selling African food, if you're going to be selling Turkish food, you have to have someone there that is of that origin, because only they will know what they are talking about, unless you're doing everything off YouTube. And if you're doing everything off YouTube, I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me just say, in LA, like the fried chicken spots, most of them are ran by Asian people, and they
Are they
can
really?
fry the hell out of chicken.
They can fry.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. If I see an Asian person behind there, I'm like, okay,
Sounds like
we're good
KFC.
here.
They've been brought up knowing what spices are. Like they know how to season food. They know how to
Yeah.
spice food with the right quantities. That's not too much, but it is spiced enough that it
And
doesn't
they're not
just
trying to
taste
recreate
basic.
the wheel. Like, don't change it. Just do what you've been told. You know, I've seen people that are like, okay, macaroni and cheese is a freaking staple for us. Like, especially like African American soul food. Like, it's not a game. If you can't make macaroni and cheese, don't show up to Thanksgiving. It's not a game. And I've seen people where you look at it, you start picking through it, and I see vegetables. Why do I see vegetables in my macaroni and cheese?
Oh, hell
I'm
no.
not here for that.
The
I'm
only
not
thing you're
sure.
allowed
Mine's
in
butter.
mac and cheese is bacon. You can sometimes put bacon.
It needs to
I've
be.
always been there
Don't try to
once.
help it up for me. As soon as you add something else in it, it becomes pasta immediately.
does.
It's just pasta. It's just pasta. This is not macaroni and cheese.
No, it does. And you know what? I'm not being funny, yeah, but the same goes for like my African brothers and sisters, yeah. I'm not being funny. There's a soul food restaurant in New Cross, yeah. I saw shepherd's pie on the actual menu, right? And I'm thinking, oh, okay, this shepherd's pie might be nice. Please don't even bother getting it because it's not nice. We don't know how to cook it. We leave it to the specialists. Leave it to them. We don't know how to cook it. We don't. And it's like it's one of them ones where the entire kitchen is black. Get a representative there if you're going to be making their food. Just do it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Ugh.
It really doesn't.
Learn from a representative of the country. One of the two. If you're not learning from them, leave it alone, please. Don't ruin the food. God. I'm so tired of it. I'm tired.
Facts. I
Yeah.
agree.
You guys made me so hungry now. I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Literally, guys, we've been going for nearly 2 hours. We are going to wrap it up because
This
I
is
don't
fun.
need Anita drinking any more Baileys without eating, you know, because we won't have an Anita at all.
Now.
Right, Anita, where can people find you?
You can find me at FLWN_ on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on the Football Terrace, and you can find me on Gold Diggers UK. Yeah, that's where you can find me.
Jem, where can people find you? No? Okay, we'll come back to Jem. Jess, where can people find you?
Yeah, it's Justino on Twitter, and then I don't know if people even care about the Arsenal show, but she knows Arsenal.
You can promote it.
Yeah, and on my personal channel is Justino TV, and I'm gonna have Anita on next week, I think, or this coming week. So, yeah, that should be a good show.
Yes. Yeah, guys, make sure you firstly, before we go to the lovely lambs, make sure you subscribe to Gold Diggers. Anita is a huge part of that. Make sure you subscribe to that. Secondly, subscribe to Jess's show. Let's be supporting women. Like, we're on this channel, you let people know where you're from, and if you don't subscribe, well, then you're shit. Sorry. Okay. Lambs, where can people find you?
Yeah, well, you can find me here. I do the Football Wine Show with Charlotte on Strong TV. You can find me on the Midnight Vibe Show on the Football Terrace. I'm one of the panelists there. I present the Chelsea Ladies Show on GNA TV. You can find me here on Monster Stream, on Bits and Bob's channel, on just here and there, everywhere on the YouTube sphere, you know. So, and on social media, I'm on Instagram only, so that's my handle, Alami Elwood, and that's
Yeah, I don't think Jem's back yet. So Jem can be found as the co-host of GNA TV on just about every... Oh, he's gone. He's on GNA TV on all the shows. He's on the Football Terrace. Yeah, he does a little bit of everything. He does a debate show tonight at 9 p.m. on GNA. So make sure you check him out. And it's CFC_Jem on Twitter, I think.
Yeah, check out the debate show tonight on GNA TV. Yeah. We're going to have Mr. Aaron United, Saeed as well.
What's the debate about?
Funny.
Man U. And if you think that I'm not coming on when the lands are opening, you are wrong. I am coming for this team.
So you definitely do not want to miss this. So the topic is Ollie the man to take United forwards, and basically
Can I call into this or something? Can I call in?
Yeah. The link gets dropped in.
It's gonna be a good one. So definitely tune in at 9 p.m. tonight, guys.
Guys, I gotta go. I'm really late. I gotta go.
Thank you, Nita. Bye.
Love you, Nita.
Right.
Later,
guys.
guys.
We are gonna end this. Let's hit the outro.